kept the discussion going on. I had to come up and say, look, for the last time that I will say, and there was a time that you were counting out that they want to petition you, they want to do this. Please, God will give them the grace. I would like it to happen. I would like it to happen. At no time, I repeat, at no time have I raised my hand. And even a small child is difficult. I am not a bully, and I'm not violent. I am a critic of bullying and assault. I will never do that. So all those whatever recordings you are sharing within yourselves, well, continue with it. But as long as I know myself and the person being taken as subject of harassment is telling the whole world that this person has no time touched me or harassed me. They are saying, you actually are aware, and the wife will be looking like that in front of his house. Come on, let's apply wisdom to whatever.
Hit him in front of his son.
Did I ever? You know what, Sele? I don't owe you any explanation, and I will not answer your question. Someone else can ask.
I'm not saying you owe me. It's a simple question. That is how they used to do anyway.
You can ask, if another person in this was answer question, I think I will answer.
Gurxey.
Yes, sir.
Gurxey. Let me quickly say.
Yes, sir.
Number one.
Okay.
Let me quickly just say. You know, around last year, when Lagata raised unnecessary alarm, that is what I think. The visit of chairman and I am to Baba. He was one that raised that because I saw him on the like that. That's Baba.
I'm using it, challenging it like and when I mention it, if anything happens to her, don't worry. You are this, you are that.
Just let me make let me ask you one question, sir. Sorry, sir. Just let me make this question. Yeah. If somebody stated that I have a recording, and on the day of that incident, I gave you 100,000. I gave Grace 100,000, and he brought a receipt of 100,000 out. All the other details were blurred, and Gurxey is able to present the receipt of the same day for 10,000. What would you say about that individual? If I'm going on, someone is not truthful then. Okay, so that means somebody is lying. Okay, now so I'm saying that this individual, he stated when he was giving his narration, because I remember he was announcing from platform to platform, evidence. I give 100,000. He presented the receipt of 100,000, and in our own investigation, we spoke to 3 people: the woman involved, the child, and Baba Mohbad. Without even speaking to Baba Mohbad, without even speaking to Gurxey. And the only thing requested from Gurxey was 100,000 given to you. To God who made me, Gurxey presented a bank statement signed of a 10,000 that was exchanged from this individual. Now, if this individual that is saying he gave 100,000 is presenting this audio, why would he lie in his quest to establish truth? Why is he saying he gave 100,000 when there's a record of 10,000?
Please, Bayo, I want to do this something, please.
I can show you. I have a copy of that receipt.
I want to something.
The one is shared. I have a receipt of bank statement of Gurxey.
Very quick.
Let ask a question. Let ask a question. And Gurxey said anybody can ask a question. So I'm asking that question because Gurxey is here. Let nobody answer for him.
Let me finish with Mr. Gurxey. Mr. Jack.
Did you say to Baba Mohbad that you're going to beat him in front of his child?
Hello, Mr. Jack.
You hear it, you don't need to have yes or no. Yes or no?
Can I give you a brief explanation?
Yeah, go ahead, please.
Thank you very much. I call Baba, not because he's that old to have me as a child. If we are from the same father, what do we like? Are we like the third child in a family, the third sibling or fourth sibling to our mother? And I want to tell you that I cannot be as close as that with my brother that we don't crack jokes. I might have said it jokingly as a brother. And if you see us playing or joking, I say a lot of things to me jokingly, and I do exchange jokes with Baba very well, and it has always been friendly atmosphere, and we are very free to ourselves. I might have said it somewhere or wherever, but it was jokingly.
Okay, Gurxey.
Thank you for that. Sorry. So now,
Jack, hold on, Jack.
Please, this is very important. This is very important because of what you said.
You're not the only one on this
platform. Please. Now, I want to say this. So what you're saying is that the fact that we heard in the audio where Baba Mohbad
hello, Jack.
Like you beat me.
Don't like this. Raja of various conversations.
Thank you.
So don't keep on one or the other.
Gurxey, good morning. Gurxey, good morning. Thunderfire, please. I don't appreciate your people or whoever is muting me.
That's me. That's me, and that's just too bad. You cannot just jump in front of someone else. I don't give a shit. I'm trying to do what's fair.
That has been going at it for
Thunderfire, calm down. Let my guy.
I'm trying to do what's fair, one person at a time.
Okay, I'll thank you, sir.
Hey, Thunderfire, you need to stop muting me. You're being disrespectful.
AFTV, Farabale, Jojo, Farabale. AFTV,
Just leave.
Farabale,
Now, I want to ask Bayo Billions some questions, and I want to ask Gurxey a question. So now, Bayo, for you, first I want to commend you for your effort, for being so composed, the way you've been answering the questions for over the hours since I've been here. So if you're the PR for the critical thinker, I will endorse you because you've not been fluttered and you've been answering consistently. So I just want to appreciate you for that. Now, my question for you as a critical thinker member, the management team and all the other teams have come and gone, and now we have the critical thinkers. Can you tell us what role, what blueprint does the critical thinkers have in catching the killer of Mohbad? What is your blueprint to catch the killer of Mohbad? That's for you. Now, for Gurxey, saying that you don't want to engage Sele, I think it's a mistake. Sele's been one of your critics, as I am, and it would be fair if you engage civilly with Sele and anybody that has any of these issues about you. You just said something that I like. You might have said what you said as a joke. That's what I want to take away from your conversation. Brothers play, friends play. And it is for you to come out and explain. And when you say might have, I don't buy the might have. If you say, I was joking with him, we play like that, that would make more sense than you saying might have. Might have means you are not even sure of what you did. Now, what you have done that bothers me, the Abuja slap, the Lagos slap, and the threat to slap in the front of the family. You need to clear your name. And if you did it because you were angry, people get angry. But don't keep us in limbo in the might have. So those are my questions. Thank you.
Okay, let me just respond before Bayo did do his own. Probably you are just calling in into the classroom or you are being distracted. I have said it for clarity's sake, for you to have a precise answer to that incident. I have never slapped or laid my hand aggressively or angrily on Mr. Joseph Aloha. If I say I didn't touch him, we hug, we shake, we do embrace ourselves. But aggressively slap Bawa, I have never. Not even in my dream. I have never. Mr. Adukanji, I say I have never slapped or aggressively touched Bawa Mubad. Either the one tag or which or whatever. Hold on, Mr. Bayo. Hold on, Mr. Bayo. And for me to say Sele is one of my critics, fine, I love criticism. I embrace criticism. But you see, when criticism becomes mannerless, when there is no decorum in criticism, when there is no maturity in approach, then one should tend to avoid certain individuals. Because if it's here and I have to engage Sele in a question and answer the way we are doing now, this place will have been so toxic that I think we won't be where we are now. So that is why I have a foresight of knowing and seeing into what
Thank you for your explanation, Gurxey. Thank you. Now, for you, how do you explain that audio where Baba said, "Oh, the one no." How do you explain it?
I respect in Africa in justice from Howard. Despite some mistakes you might have made, but at least I still and your fighting spirit. But for you to now be taking certain things as a premix to judgment is really very ridiculous.
Gurxey, stop. I'm not attacking you. Stop. I'm not attacking you. I only want you to clarify to the public your position on that audio. The audio says
I said it was a matter of various voices.
AFTV, I want to assist you a little bit. I want to assist AFTV a little bit. This is no. Let me just drop. Let me drop this one. Yeah. Let me just drop this one, please. I have a question for you, and alongside the question is that this is for you, Gurxey. Do you naturally have a propensity to be violent? I haven't finished. Right? Or do you playfully invoke violence? Otherwise, do you have a flare of control in your utterances to suppress people by allowing them to believe that you're going to rain thunder on them?
I don't have I am not a violent person. Not in any home. No prosperity or violence in me. I am not a violent person, and I have never been violent in my life. I'm very articulate. I might look at. I might have my reaction towards authorities. But to an individual, everyone is my friend, and I'm always very calm when it comes to human relations.
Gurxey, please, let me quickly respond to aristocrats, sir. Well, no, aristocrats, sir. You know, as I asked earlier, are you there, sir? Aristocrat. Yeah. Like I asked earlier, right? I said that if
Bayo, sorry, please answer my question. What is the blueprint to get mobile justice from the critical thinkers, please?
I don't know. That's not something. That is why it is called critical, and that is why it is called individuals' personal information. I don't want to talk about that. If questions have been asked, things that are out there have been answered. I mean, if there's something that is out there that is important, I'll put it out there.
Are you saying the critical thinkers don't have a blueprint on how to find Uki mobile? Is that what you're saying?
I do not have any blueprint to share with you.
So you are the critical thinker. Sorry,
I do not have.
This is not a fight.
share with you. No, I don't have anything to share with you, sir.
Bayo, you don't need to share with me. This is the public. It's not about me. Question is for the public. We've asked the question earlier and it's not willing to answer it. I think we need to.
It's not willing to answer.
Then what are you thinking? If you're critical thinkers, what are you thinking? If you're not thinking of what killed Mohbad and how to find the killer, what are you thinking?
Now you are going like this. Someone that has the right to say the answer or not.
Aristocrats. Now, aristocrats. Hold on. Aristocrats, like I said, in the quest of us hammering on this audio, some people choose not to want to listen to the audio in a way that they will understand exactly what's going on. Some of us don't want to also look at why is this audio recorded and why it is out there. And some of us still want to listen to the fact that on what basis, when you are trying to reveal the truth, you started the lies. So if you are saying that in the presentation you had to say you're revealing the truth, because I remember that there was a poster on that, you revealed the truth and this is what you said you gave Gurxey on the 31st of March. All right, this is you, this is your account, this is your exchange, and based on the critical thinkers' way of finding out, this is a signed document. You can see it is signed by the bank. Look at the top, the other page where it's signed, and on the same date, this is June 31st. All right, March. This is the balance in the account. All right. Each channel's electronic transfer between customer via GTB Bank. This is the name of the individual that sent the money. This is how much that was sent. 10,000. Revealing the truth. So, I mean, if the foundation is bad, what will the building do?
Go to the narration, please. Go to the narration. So that we know who sent the money. Go to the narration.
This is you send that.
What's on the narration? The narration, that please.
Yeah, look at it now.
Money from who?
Look at it. Can you read it?
Okay. Go. Yes.
So why will you come out to say you give 100,000 when you give 10,000?
100,000.
Yes. So I mean, revealing the truth. Revealing the truth. Now let's be sincere with ourselves. The situation of recording. I mean, after our investigation, a lot of things was revealed. I'm not going to talk about it.
Bayo, forget about the recording. You're not the individual who is involved.
Hold on, Jack. Bayo, what's it called? Lagata said, let Lagata come up. No. Let's not be silly. Let's not be
to aristocrats.
Lagata, please get Lagata. Lagata is there. Let him come up.
I don't want to explain. I get your Gurxey. You get
what I'm saying, right?
That's what I'm saying, right? Yeah, you're
hold on. Mr. Jack, hold on now. Mr. Jack, hold on now.
Because Bayo,
you want to aristocrats now. I'm talking to aristocrats. Aristocrats, like I said, if all of this
your point is
really
clear.
the truth,
Someone
is clear.
said his own. Yes.
So
thank you.
The audio too can be said is lies, right?
Hello, Jack. Why are you talking?
My question.
Jack, hold on. Jack, let me ask you, Jack, because I'll reach anyone from now.
Yes, before you go down.
Can we please give Very Wicked Lady a chance to talk? Please, thank you. Very Wicked Lady, please speak.
Okay, Gurxey, please don't drop.
My question is, we have seen the transaction that being made between each other. Because me, I don't really know. It is not clear if Julie is sent in money. And my question is, even though you send in money to go to Baba, and you now later find out that there is a little bit of violence going on in the background, what is his own reaction? Like, did they decide to cover the whole stuff down by not calling Gurxey out or by not asking him? Because even in the voice note, there is nowhere Lagata claimed to defend Baba in that voice note. Did he intentionally shut his eyes like he does not know that there is something like that going on in that audio? What is his own side of story? Because in this voice note, it is not only Gurxey was involved. If Gurxey decides to deny, why can't the other person come and tell us what happened in that voice note?
Hello, sister. Hello. Let me answer that. That is a very good manifestation that the audio was manipulated. You heard violence on the other side and you were smiling. If you listen to his responses in that conversation, it was just smiling. And you claim that I slapped Bawa on the other side.
That question is not for you. Allow somebody else ask that question from him.
Thank you very much.
So can I ask Gurxey my question now?
What happened? Oh, okay. Yes, go ahead.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Mr. Gurxey, I want to respectfully ask this question. Oh, is he gone? Is he left?
Good question. Gurxey is not the only one in that voice note.
I was going to ask him that since he said that the audio, the recording is like a merger, like they merge different different voices, like is maybe what he has said at some particular times they mash them together. So I was going to ask him that is it then safe to say that that means it's actually what he has said at one particular point in time that were mashed together, things like that were mashed together. And again, I wanted him to be clear on the question I asked him earlier on, that does he not want to tell us that it is that we should not believe the voice of Mohbad's dad there, where he clearly said that like an action has been done. Like, oh,
let me help you. Let me help you. So,
he's no more here.
Aduka, let me quickly say one or two things. Based on our own investigation, we find out that this particular individual was calling the same woman behind the camera without the consent and without Baba Mohbad's awareness, and at a point sent money without Baba Mohbad's knowledge, without any member of the family's knowledge. You understand? So I would say that doing all of that is mischievous, is wrong. Why are you sending somebody else's wife's money without the consent of the husband? Why are you calling her without the husband's consent? So I would say the same way you've been recording your
Garros, please mention the name of the individual. Which individual, please?
I don't know. So, I mean, if you are doing all of this,
why can't you just say that? What is the motion? What is the motion? What is the motive? What is the motive? What is the motive? Now, I'm telling you now that I'm just saying that based on our investigation to all of this, why is this individual calling the wife of Baba Mohbad? Okay. Why are you sending money? Stop playing games.
In that audio again, is it a lie that the wife of Baba Mohbad said in his face while he was there that
Baba was not there at that time.
Okay, but is that allegation wrong? Is that allegation wrong?
It is. When I'm saying, I'm
like the anomaly took him to go and be doing incision, stop as a clergyman.
Let me tell you, Jack. I'm telling you, I said I'm going to help you here, right? That audio. If you listen to that audio with an open mind, share in Nicole here. That is a question for a private thing because she is not going to be saying that while Baba Mohbad was there. Now, why is he calling that woman in secret? Why is he sending money to this woman in secret without the consent of the husband?
Are you directing your question? Let's have their intellectual
this is the question for Mr. Jack that is saying what is possible. This individual is possible to have manipulated. I'm telling you the possibility of the manipulation. I'm telling you, I'm trying to establish the manipulation here because if you are sending money, sending money, okay, you give somebody 10,000 on that day. You went out there to say you give 100,000 lies, and you are revealing the truth. Now, based on more investigation, you are sending money to this individual without the consent of the husband. You are calling this woman without the consent of the husband, recording her. So, all of this is at the end of the day, it is manipulated. That is basic. Whether you want to tell the audio out, you want to add it together, why all of this is coming to place. So I'm just going to leave. Aduke, thank you everybody. Aristocrat, thank you for this opportunity. Thank you. God bless you. Whoever is giving 10,000, lying 100,000.
Bayo, stick around for
Bayo,
don't go. Stick around for
guys. Actually, what I don't forget everybody. Bayo, don't you let everybody. Let's leave this in the board. Hold on, Bayo. Everybody, hold on. I want everybody to appreciate Bayo Billions. Hold on, Lagata. No, hold on now, Lagata. Before this guy drops, before Bayo Billion drops, I would like everybody to appreciate him because it is not easy for him to have actually come up and he answered your question to the best of his ability. So,
don't encourage him to go. Let Lagata respond while he's here.
Television. Anybody can do it.
I don't know. African TV. I don't have to respond. I've been here before you. I've been here when the life was 23 when I joined. Bayo, you have done well. Listen, my brother. Listen. Me and you, we know they talk. But let me tell you, you have done very well today. You have done good today. Let Lagata respond. I blame allegation. Let him respond. Please.
yeah.
Good morning, everyone. Really, I've mentioned it several times that things have been addressed, and I will not address certain things again. But if the lie keeps coming up, then I will have no choice than to come out and talk about it. And when I come out to talk, I'm going to talk with my evidence. Now, a certain individual, obviously, as they normally do, they will paint you black, red, yellow, make
Lagata, no individual, name names. Lagata, name names.
We know them now. We know them. And that is what they know how to do.
We don't know them on this platform. Name the names.
I would name them on my platform, Mr.
And then if you don't want to have this conversation,
can I finish?
Let us have the conversation.
Let him speak. Very wicked lady. Please. I'm just going to take my leave, guys. Thank you so much for the opportunity.
So, at the end of the day, they will come out. They will be the one. They will be the one to allege, and they will be the one to also do their whatever they are doing. But things don't lie. Evidence is always very key. Number one, I was not the one who brought out that voice note. The voice note was that was played, was doctored by also some certain individuals, and to paint me a bad person and all of that, which is why the original one was released and played so that people can understand the content of that voice note. That voice note was doctored. Let Gurxey swear on the god of iron, Shango, that voice note was uttered. If he can swear, then I would relax. Okay. Number one. Did you give Gurxey 100,000 or did you give Gurxey 10,000? I am not. Did you give Gurxey 100K? Can I talk? Lagata, before you. Did you give him 100K for that day? For that? Before you continue, I just have one simple question. Did you give him 100,000 or did you give him 10,000? Lagata, before you continue. Mr. Richie. Before you continue, Lagata, 1 minute. Would you agree that both you and Lagata were wrong? Let me talk now, Mr. Richie. Hold on now. Okay. Just interjected me. I will lose my line of thought.
Okay. Kindly tell him to play the full original voice note for us. Because he's Mr. Bayo, it's not doctor. Let him put it so that people can listen to it. Don't mute me, please. Don't mute me.
At the end of the day, Mr. Richie, and to the host and African TV, the IT guy aristocrat, I had never ever called Baba Mohbad's wife. Never. I don't even have her number. I've never. And that nobody knows. It was just me. When I heard Baba remove his money on TikTok, I always ran his money up. Maybe his money like 180,000, I can round it up to like 200,000. If it's 250 or 260, I can round it up to 3,000. It all varies. And there was a day Baba's son was there with Baba and the wife. As we speak, I don't even know what she looks like. The first ever day I will speak to her was on that day, this day of that voice note. She has not even spoken to say thank you, or maybe anybody called me to say thank you. But I have the message here in Baba's chat. Hold on, I will show it now. And you will hear. I was waiting for this. So since
Lagata is distracting us from the voice note. Let him play the original voice note. There he said it is a doctor's voice note. He loves to distract people when it's come to this conversation. That is what Lagata does.
Mr. Richie, the question that I was asking at the time.
Fucking drop.
They can only answer one question at a time.
Drop me instead, please. Don't mute me. Stop muting me.
I mean, the question that I have is different from everything.
All right, Mr. Lagata,
there's one question, there's one silent thing. It's actually been in my head for a very long time.
Because an individual was saying that I send money to Baba's wife without Baba's consent or whatnot. What is this? Baba Mohbad, yeah? Right? Host, can you put me on big screen?
Host, can you put me on big screen, please? Thank you very much.
Let's verify the number, not just name. Let's verify the number too, not just me.
I can't be displaying Baba Mohbad's. That's his picture there.
You can't expect him to display the number online.
That is Baba's account. That's Baba's WhatsApp. So
Okay, I've seen picture now.
So look, hello sir. It's Mayowa. This is the same son that was operating Baba Mohbad's TikTok account when all these critical fools were going around saying that I'm operating Baba Mohbad's account. Hold on, no.
When was this?
Can everybody mute?
Fine.
Let me finish now.
Can we just see the date of the conversation?
If you guys don't want me to talk here, I will talk properly. Because
Lagata is fine. Can we just see the date
bring
and time?
all my evidence, right? So this, when he said, hello sir, is Mayowa. So he always operates Baba's phone as well as TikTok account. So they've called me video call. I missed that call. I called them back, no answer. You now send Aloba, Folashade, UBA, right? The call is a mistake. My mom's account number on Baba's phone with Baba's son, the Folashade son, and I send the money. That's the money. Right. So all the other money that for Baba's account has gone to one of the receipts, Joseph Oluwabamiwo. So it's different from Folashade, right? Right. So, and every other money has gone straight to. That is Mayowa's voice note.
If you don't mind, do us a favor. You know, when you scroll down, the date of that transaction is always at the top. Can you show that?
Oh, what? This transaction?
The date of the communication, the date of the communication.
Yes, now.
Yeah, can we see the date?
Hold on.
Please.
29th of May. That she sent the mom's account. 29th of May 2024.
The date in the WhatsApp. You know when you receive or when you.
Yeah, 29th of May. I'm showing you now. This is it now.
Lagata, my friend. May I ask you one question?
Thank you.
Lagata.
As I show you the 100K, the money to send the 100K to Gurxey. Show the Gurxey one, the one you
wait. Lagata, answer me yes, if you can hear me.
The one you
Lagata, answer me.
The one you gave,
100,000 was displayed. Was that to a wrong account?
why? Why was
I am not talking to you. I think I'm...
Prove the 100K. Prove the 100K you sent to the account.
So sorrow now.
I think I know.
Let him speak first. He's trying to clarify.
Bayo, when you were
it is causing us passion. Why 100,000 on a day and you're 100,000?
Please don't debarrate this conversation. Right. Just wait.
Mr. Richie, you can actually go direct to Gurxey.
Now he's going somewhere.
Instead of taking us to Baba Chapter.
Hold on a second.
We are talking about Gurxey, not to.
We are here to ask questions, please. Very okay.
If you're asking questions, it is why displaying 100K when you send 10K. It's a question. Is it 100K is sent or 10K? It's a question, yes or no?
I will come on live and address it.
Is it 10K or 100K?
Lagata, please, before you go, what I actually wanted to do, who we need to call, and regardless of who actually brought this conversation out about Lagata is done. I just want him to admit that both him and Gurxey, they were wrong. That's my own problem.
The fact is, Mr. Jack,
Lagata is gone.
The fact is that this individual did exactly wrong thing, and in the quest to say to justify what he did, he keep lying and lying and lying. That's why I was trying to explain.
You are all in the same team because when I talk to Bayo. Please, I don't talk to Bayo. Yeah. Can I talk to Bayo?
Why are you not saying that?
Bayo, calm down.
When you were sending, when you were displaying, you get truth. You said 100K you sent that day. You're saying,
Bayo, can I address you very quickly? Let me address Bayo.
No.
Let me say something. I will just say something that I don't know. We all have to say something. Let me say this. Let me say this. When Bayo Billion was taking... Hold on. When Bayo Billions was taking the questions, sometimes it started from the foundation. Now, if Lagata wants to do the same thing, why did we not want to give him the chance to do so?
Really, I don't understand.
Let me answer that. Guys, IT first, let's be respectful of one another. You know, if this platform has become only for certain people, I think I'm beginning to learn that. First, Bayo, you spoil your case. Let me tell you that. I've been listening to you since I woke up. And you've been...
Be careful what you say. This platform is not for certain people. I've got people everywhere here. So mind your mouth.
Why is it that only certain people get to talk and others are muted? I thought talking was supposed to be one by one. Why is it certain people come back, they talk 5 times, and when other people come up, they get muted? Let me talk to Bayo, guys. I'm trying to address Bayo. Bayo, you've done a great job representing the critical thinkers. And the question you asked Lagata, was it 10,000 or 100,000? You've already made that in your claim. You're supposed to wait, let other people fight for you. That was the question I was going to ask him. In the case of 10,000 versus 100,000, but you, Bayo, you ruined it and you let him go. And this would drag on forever again. Now you saw how Gurxey came up. He wants to go already. He said he's not going to. No, he wants to go because you guys allow him. There are ways you ask that they are forced to tell the truth. But now we don't know his truth because he's gone.
I'm sorry. Sorry to interject you, sir.
Yes.
There are two things. There are things he needs to do. Now, this is it. I'm putting the integrity of this man in check. This individual, I told you something now. I've not said this before. He sent me a very grievous message about an individual, an action they are taking about an individual. He deleted it. And he said, do you know why I deleted this? I didn't even know he deleted it. He was one that sent a message saying, I deleted it because I don't want you to put it out there because I don't want nobody to manipulate it. You understand? I'm putting this integrity in check. If you are saying that you are clearing, stating the fact and the truth. You gave Gurxey 10,000, you recorded. Doctored or not doctored, in your facts, why did you lie that it was 100K?
Why did you display the receipt of 100K while it was 10,000? This is the integrity. This is where we need to start from. If you give Baba Mohbad money to fight for justice, you are asking for accountability because you are putting integrity in check. If this individual wants to clear it, pays the 100K, pays the date, pays the 10K, pays the date, the audio that you are playing small, repeating, paste it on your page. Let people go and listen to it in their own comfort. Let people go and listen to it at their own leisure time. Repeat on their own. Why are we begging you? You said
Lagata is not obliged. He's not obliged to answer your question the way you want him to.
I'm not asking to answer
so
my
if
question.
we bring him back, I can drop for him.
I'm going. I'm just saying.
Let him come back up and answer it his own way, not to your taste.
Aitiga, it does not have to be here. He's told you he can go and do it on his page. He has bloggers.
Bayo, you have unnecessary stubbornness. They want somebody to come and clarify your opinion. You're saying you should go on his page.
No, he said it now.
I don't understand.
He said it.
He wants to stubbornness is not talk. And you wouldn't allow him to talk. Let somebody drop and bring Lagata up. Let me drop for him.
Drop African television and bring up Lagata.
Yes, I'll drop myself. No problem. Thank you so much, everybody.
Where's this? What's up this morning?
African TV.
Actually,
why dropping African TV?
African TV. When Bayo said he's not going to engage Sele, you challenge him and you accuse him of that. Why running to engage some certain people if it's truly clear?
Very wicked lady. Very wicked lady. I'm not defending anybody. You're not listening. Honestly, very wicked lady. Please listen. I'm not asking anybody. Oh my God, let me finish now. I'm not asking anybody's question. I'm just saying we need to
Lagata's case. Lagata case has to do with fraud. Lagata case has to do with fraud. Let's clarify the fraud. Manipulating 10K to 100K is fraud. Let Lagata come and explain himself.
Exactly.
Bring Lagata up.
African TV, you know what's happening now, right? The case that we were dealing with before Gurxey left is about abuse, right? And Lagata came up towards that means when the issue of money pops out. And the question I want us to deal with is so simple. Lagata and Gurxey were making calls. Who initiated the call? Whoever brought the call out is of no importance. What's important is both of them are guilty. And I want Lagata to admit to that.
Before we continue. One of the missed issues. There is an issue of fraud. That's what's important.
Yeah,
is it 10K or 100K? Not people initiate that.
I know that can be.
That's all we need to know. Whether there's a fraud in that.
Listen.
Good morning, everyone.
African TV, can I play that part?
Good morning, everyone.
Let me check. Let Johnny soon. A minute to look at that. Mr. Ebony, in Lagata's live streaming, he said, I gave Gurxey money to go to Baba Mohbad house, which is Lagata was the one that initiated the whole scenario. And when getting there, we decided to also record them also. So we don't need to answer that question.
Both of them knew about this call. This is my main focus.
Can I come in? Good morning, everyone.
Yeah.
Hello. Well done, everyone. Okay, so I wanted
100,000. Whether it was 100,000 that was sent, whether it was 10,000 that was sent. Issue. We don't care about I allowed you to talk. Can you not talk over me?
Speak.
Can you just let me speak? Why do you like to do that? Why are you so rude?
Deliberately.
You're doing this deliberately. Like, why are you doing this?
Okay, so now we're talking about money. African TV, you said this is I don't understand that time, because when you say something is fraud, maybe Lagata is trying to steal money in a unusual way, I believe this is his money, his own hard-earned money. He's not obliged to even give anybody money. If you want to do something, like if you want to offer some some help, you can do it at your own prerogative. Nobody has to nobody has to give you money to go to Baba's house. You wish to go to Baba's house, and on getting there, things happened. So if they were saying this voice note has been manipulated, then what about the point where Gurxey was being aggressive to this man? Because we all heard it. Why are we not talking about the main point? It's not even about the money here. Like the time I decide tomorrow, you know what? All the money that I've sent to you, Gurxey, I want my money back because I've got proof. Like the time is not obliged to give anybody money. If anyone is giving money on justice for Mobad, they wish to do so. So nobody will say it's fraud. I don't think Lagata stole the money to give to anybody. So let's talk about the bit where he was being rude to this man.
It seems you came late to the party. You came late to the party. When Gurxey came,
I've been listening.
Questions were asked with regards to what you spoke about. And people are even, poking it to him that he also said he will beat Mr. Loba in front of his children. 1, 2. I think this is the basis for the 100,000, 10,000. When there is an allegation that there is doctoring, editing, fraud. When you edit original, it's fraud. When you are misrepresenting something, it is fraud under the law. Either way, once you've done some manipulation. Now, what Bayo tried to do is this. He said from their investigation, they found out that there was fraud. And he now gave a scenario of 100,000 and 10,000. And if you are looking to a root cause of something, if from presentation of facts that is manipulation, you can also infer that the fact that is outside, that is a level of manipulation. So I think we as the public, that we are being played like ping pong, like table tennis. Today, someone will release an audio. They will say that is fake. Tomorrow, someone will release this one. They will say it's fake. How do we know the real one? Because there seems to be manipulation in every fact that is being presented. And I think for me, not for my sanity, because my sanity is very, very okay. All these things, I've said it in the past. People should stop listening to all this mumbo jumbo. It is every day one controversy. We should stop listening to it. Because as far as I'm concerned, people are just playing games and fighting each other. And they are using the public to fight their fight. That is just me. But for him to clear things, I'm not even going to believe any evidence again. Because there is manipulation everywhere. Manipulation everywhere. I'm not believing anything.
The bottom line.
Good morning, everybody. sometimes this kind of conversation just makes some people feel sick. I would say myself, I feel sick from the moment this whole issue started, this morning. Now, there's nothing wrong in somebody asking questions. But what is wrong is when the person that you're asking question try to answer to your question, why would you be interjecting and talking over that person? How would you get the answer that you needed? Now, when Bayo was asking about 100,000, 10,000, when Lagata came up, he said he's going down. Maybe he doesn't want to, confront him and all of that. I also said, Bayo, you don't have to talk. Just stay on the platform. And Lagata started talking. When I started talking, and he was talking from the basis, people are saying, talk about 10,000, 100,000. And it got to evidence. No, hold on. When it got to that point of talking about 10,000, 100,000, Bayo talking over him more than 3 times. He kept saying the same thing. Let this guy talk. Let him explain himself. However he wants to explain it, allow him to explain himself. Why are you talking over him? And advocate, let's try and, respect one another. Because what I see here is hypocrisy everywhere. You will say, Lagata does not come to defend the money, does not come to defend this, but when it comes to defend that, you will not let him talk. You will be saying certain things that will trigger him or not letting him. You're saying he's going to different direction. Have you allowed him to speak? No. And Bayo has come out showing evidence on the screen. Hold on. 1 second, sir. No, Bayo, hold on. Right? And Bayo has come out displaying evidence on the screen, showing us stamp, right? We want everybody to believe 100% that what we are showing us is original from the bank. How can we prove it? Now, if Gurxey, because we are talking about integrity, if Gurxey can come out and deny that audio that is manipulative, how do you want other people to believe that all other things that he's saying regarding this transaction is true? Let's be. I'm always neutral, and that's why I'm always a free man. I don't belong to any individuals. I will talk it the way I see it. Bayo, people allow you to speak freely. You explain, you express, you touch the points that you feel like you want to touch. Certain questions I ask you, you say you cannot talk about it. Nobody dragged you, nobody forced to talk about it. So you cannot expect people to talk or to answer your question the way you want them to answer it. Right? Advocate came up, she asked her question, but yet, thank you. And yet she's interjecting other people who has been alleged about something. So now, Lagata, he has gone now. People will say he's lying. He didn't display it because we didn't give him chance to talk. Now, I've been on the platform since he came up, over 3-4 hours now. Nobody distressed or nobody disturbed you or interject you or question you anyhow. You're free to answer. Even when that guy was asking a question, you choose not to answer certain things, and it was fair. But when you say somebody has done something and they've come up to clarify their name, let them come up and talk and explain. The same thing African TV. More respecting, but sometimes if you see a personal beef with Lagata, well, try and resolve it, it's fine. But when this guy is coming up to defend himself, don't let us, get things too rowdy and, end of the day, we're just going to be here talking about the same thing over and over and over and over again. It doesn't make any sense. If he has come up to explain from the beginning how he happened, how is this, let him speak. There's no need to be, interjection and dabaru things. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Alminasi, can I remind you of something, sir? Thank you. Mr. Alminasi, let me remind you of something. You made a statement saying that you've been here for 3 or 4 hours now. When it is angle by angle, section by section, when it was supposed to talk about the 10,000, 100,000, the basics of it was that if you state that you display this video on a platform about 557 was watching. You stated saying that you gave 100,000 to someone. They're cursing and saying that this and this and that. And based on my own investigation, it was 10,000 that you gave. You got there, recording was done, consent was given or not given, recording was done. Now, I'm saying, just like Isocrat explained, that from the beginning of this, I'm telling the truth. I'm bringing out my fact. It has been, grassroots has been lies. I even quoted the Bible section. I say, when the foundation is wrong, what can the righteous do? It got to the stage where he needs to explain the 10 to 100,000. He stated, did you hear that part? He stated, I'm not going to address whether 10,000 or 100,000. I will go and bring the fact out on my page. Did anybody hear that part when he stated before I interjected him? He said it 2 or 3 times.
Bayo Billions. Before he said that, he mentioned something. What is to say that the 100,000 naira I sent was sent to a wrong account? You should have given him the opportunity to speak.
Thank you so much.
Okay,
Thank you so much.
Illuminati. He said it was sent to a wrong account.
Bayo wants to put a gap on that again. I don't understand.
No, hold on. I'm saying that, did you hear that? I'm throwing this question out there. He sent to a wrong account. Why are you displaying it? If it was sent to a wrong account,
no, he has to display it because he was.
Bayo, why is correcting not defending?
He displayed it. I'm speaking based on my investigation.
Why are you doing
I'm speaking.
Hold on, Mr. Roland. Mr. Roland,
Sniper, calm down. Sniper, calm down. Please, I beg. I said, based on my own investigation, to the genesis of the matter, I find out, at the end of the day, I find out that everything from the beginning to the end has been manipulated. You are saying he sent the money to the wrong account. If he sent the money to the wrong account, the description on the receipt he posted would have shown and would have narrated it. Why post it?
He was trying to establish something. You did not give him the opportunity to speak.
Did not give him.
He was trying to establish something.
Even I asked him the date. He showed us. Even I asked him the date, which is quite crucial.
No. He sent it wrong. He sent the wrong account. He sent it wrong.
No. Bayo, listen to yourself. Bayo, listen to yourself.
Hey, Joe, please, can I say something for 1 minute? Just 1 minute, please. 1 minute. Hey, Joe, I'm going to drop. Mr. Aristocrat and the IT guy, I came up because of you two, right? I'll drop. I'll say what I want to say. I will drop, I promise. Bayo said he did not hear. No, it's fine. I'm going to leave anyway. But Bayo said he didn't hear the part where Baba said, they want know me banging. I was expecting you guys to say, hold on a minute, let us play this thing. Keep everybody let go. But then everything just went quiet. And Gurxey himself just walked away without we playing this thing to them, to hear. Because they've been going around saying,
Gurxey believe that the audio is being doctored, so why should we be wasting our time playing it to him?
Wait, it doesn't matter if Gurxey is the person they are accusing now. Obviously, he's going to say whatever.
Sniper, I listened to that audio. I'm telling you I'm telling you my investigation, right?
Please, now, bro, let me finish. My question to you is, Bayo, either it was doctored or not, did you hear it? Because you're saying you never heard it. But I'm asking now, either doctored or not, did you hear it? That's the question.
Exactly.
Said, there was no me paying.
I did not hear that. I heard Showafe Nomini.
Check our play for a good boy. People were interested.
No, you want to listening to wait.
You be fair now. How are you fair now?
Wait now. Should is confident alone now. The one I'm listening to is on Celeste's page. I listen to it at my own convenience. Part of my investigation. Showaf. Okay, hold on.
Like the same one you listen to.
Okay. Bayo, let me ask you one question.
Let him play.
Bayo,
on his page.
Let me ask you a direct question. Bayo, let me ask you a direct question, please, if you don't mind. I appreciate the fact that you came up. Bayo, hold on. Bayo, hold on now. I beg. Now, thank God that Gurxey is here. right? And I like that. Now, did you get approval from Gurxey to display that transaction evidence you have with you?
Of course, yes. Yes, he sent it to me, yes.
Thank you.
That was why he went to the bank. You know, for clarity's sake, he went to the bank.
No, it's fine.
Yes.
Now, I'm sorry to say this, right? How come Gurxey himself did not come up on his own platform to address this?
He doesn't have a platform now. He also never had a platform.
Now, Bayo, why? Hold on now. Bayo, you now see what I said? Hypocrisy will not let us get this justice if care is not taken.
Yeah, like the one the snapper is doing, like what the snapper is doing right now, right?
Hold on now. The same thing.
Why?
Now, Bayo, you just lied to almost 342 people. Gurxey does not have a platform. And Gurxey himself,
that was a big gun. That was a big gun.
Bayo, does not have a platform.
Bayo, hold on.
Let's clarify that. No, you're not going to say that to me. I'm sorry.
Okay, ask him.
I lied.
Now, okay, Mr. Gurxey.
Does he have a platform? Does he host shows? Does he bring people to his platform to speak?
Bayo, what does having a platform
answer that question?
Listen, what does platform mean?
Make a quick answer the question, I beg. When they accused Gurxey of collecting Tiger of us, then he opened his live stream to address it.
He opened his platform and in conjunction with another platform.
No, he didn't.
Let's Gurxey speak for himself, please.
Let me ask you.
Mr. Lugati, you said I lied. No, don't ask. Clear the fact that you said I lied. You said I lied. You said I lied.
When you said don't ask. When you said don't ask.
Everybody hold on now. Mr. Gurxey, good morning, sir. Please.
Morning.
It's a direct question, sir. Do you have your own TikTok account platform that you come live sometimes?
Well, I do come to play music, not to engage anybody because I can't strike myself being a host.
Mr. Gurxey, that's not the question. No. Do you have your own platform where you can go live on your own TikTok account, sir?
I can, but I don't have a platform.
Mr. Gurxey.
Your platform for you.
Don't let us use platform.
Play your platform.
Hold on. Don't let us use platform. Hold on. Don't let us use platform. Don't let us use platform. Any solution. Mr. Gurxey,
I can go as a host, but I don't have a platform.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Gurxey, the same thing.
I know what you're saying.
Hold on, sir. Just to get, see, I'm a free man because I don't need to defend anybody. That's why I can address you. Having a platform is the same thing as having a TikTok account where you can press live and you go live and other people can.
I know what you are saying.
Thank you, sir.
My own explanation and response is I can host, but I don't have a platform. A platform is a structured framework of engagement.
Okay, sir.
You cannot host without a platform. You are using English to manipulate our ideas.
Mr. Gurxey, would you call this platform of Stargazer a platform or a TikTok account?
It's a platform because it engages people often and regularly. So it has become a platform where we come and discuss.
Okay. Have you ever invited anybody on your live account at any point, sir? Because obviously, I asked that question because of a reason. Have you ever clicked on live and you went live and you bring people?
Yes, I did when I was live against on Lagata, and I needed to explain myself.
To explain yourself, Mr. Gurxey, I want to put it to you now that maybe you didn't understand how it works, or if you want to play, I'm sorry, sir, I'm very, very sorry, sir, or if you want to play that ignorant part. Now, if you can bring somebody up to clear something, right, that makes your TikTok account a platform, and how come you were able to clarify one thing of Arifa that time, and you could not come and clarify this bank account statement this morning? Mr.
Hello. Let me now explain to you. You see, I still repeat, I don't see my hosting as platform because I don't do it often and I don't do it regularly. So it's not a platform to me. Now, on your question of
Mr. Gurxey, it is a platform.
Well, anyway,
let's leave that stage.
We will come with them.
Well, that's your own definition and my own definition. So you can't push your idea on me. On the question you about the account clarification or whatever statement, you see, my people reached out to me and felt betrayed that such money was given to me because I already had an agreement and we had already concluded with not I won't say critical thinkers, with Olaide, which is sent me some videos to show our and play to our on people's reactions on that particular action, on his appearance on that platform that day. We had agreed to go there. It was an act, it was a way of trying to take Lagata off my movement. That was when he suggested, everyone likes to sort of look, come, I'm in my house. So, 11 knew wow. Once you did the church, you wouldn't sing it. Even because you couldn't want to me. Because you couldn't want to me, I send away because you can look. That was how the 10,000 came in. And when my group, I explained to you, they still doubted me and said they don't believe that. Like that showed 100,000, whatever. I said, don't worry, I'll go to my bank and approach my bank. I tried to use my login app because it was over 6 months. The app could not bring it out. I went to the bank. They reached out. They couldn't even access it. They reached out to let them bring out this statement of account, which was not even sent to me when I was in the bank. It was sent to me wee hour of the night. And I showed it to, at least I sent it to them and said, look, this is Lagata's thing. This is what my bank sent to me. It was sent to an email. I can forward the email to anybody. It was sent to me as an email. Well, for Bayo to be displaying it here, well, it's just for him to support his arguments that I did not intend, I don't have anything against it. I don't intend to even come public with that statement.
So, I just raise a very, very quick question. You mentioned that it was emailed to you. So, are you trying to tell me someone in the bank printed it out, signed it, and then made a copy of it electronically and sent it to you?
No. Hello, there are 3 ways in Nigerian banks where your statement of account can be sent to you. One, which is it is they print it and give it to you. It is quick and you want to use it as in right away instance. They could print and send it to you. 2, you apply to be sent to your email. And then 3, a third party. That is, if you are taking it to an embassy or a corporation that needs your account. So it was the email activation that this statement could be done, and it was sent. It's like your banking sending you alert via email. That's how it was sent.
Mr. Gurxey, are you saying that bank
That's my question. You haven't answered. Sorry, you haven't answered.
Sorry, sir, 1 second. Are you saying that the banks that copy are now emailed to you as a PDF because what Bayo displayed to us?
Hello. I don't engage in any fraud whatsoever.
No.
Anything I do.
I'm not saying that.
Hold on. You ask a question. Allow me to answer it the way I understand it. I don't engage in manipulation or fraud. Whatever I give you or whatever I tell you, I stand by it, and it is authentic, original. Come on.
All right, thank you.
So I think I said I don't answer.
For clarity, for a very good one, for clarity from my point of view, is that if it was sent to you by email, we can clearly see a signature in it. It means it would have been printed out. It would then have been scanned and emailed to you. That is what I saw there.
No, it's in a PDF form. Don't worry.
Yeah, PDF, but it would have been signed before it was transformed into PDF.
You just Nigeria so long, so you are
No. I won't let it. I'm just talking about simple technology.
Gurxey, with what we saw, Gurxey, with what Bayo showed, it was printed out, signed the way back we do it. They then scan it and send to you as a PDF.
Thank
That
you.
was what that file was. It was not like you go online. If it was purely electronic,
hello.
It's just like a computer.
Don't let us say what you want to say. It was sent to me, and I opened it and snapped that particular question. I snapped that particular question and forwarded it. So it was sent to me directly.
It's still the same thing we are saying.
So not that anybody printed it.
Gurxey, can you display the original email address to us so that we can see the email address it came from?
It came
From the fire.
Yes, Jack.
Can I quickly? I've been listening since. Can I give my opinion on all this?
Sure, if no one else is speaking. Sure, I believe you're next in line.
You should talk about opinion. Controversy again.
You're going to get the email via your WhatsApp. You are going to get the
you can go. No, Allah.
So I don't do anything good. What I do with all sincerity. So where it's going to go, you're going to see it. So I think what I want to say is this. You see, one lady came and started talking, saying all sorts. And there was a one who earlier said that it was a plan between both of us. I did not know anything about recording, and I've never recorded anybody in my entire life. And I will never do it. It is barbaric, insensitive, and high level of insanity to be recording someone's voice. Even if I'm calling any corporation or any company, the first thing they will tell you is that, don't you mind, we are recording this voice because it's going to be used as reference, whatever. They will tell you that they are going to record your conversation. If you are okay with it, can we go ahead? If not, they will end the call. So I know and I understand the implications of recording. I have never and I will never, please. Because there was someone who said they got to know about it. I did not know Lagata was recording. I did not know, and I will never have encouraged that. So that is that. And I keep saying, I never told you about. Look, if you see me where I'm playing and joking with the work, you will think we are mates. I still give him his respect. And if you see the way our jokes with me, we think as if, I can't hear me.
This is my final question. I'm gonna ask my final question.
What you say at all?
You said
the audio we listen to does not match what you just said. And what I'm saying,
you can tell me the version. You can tell me the version of
Mr. Gurxey.
Because the version is like
Mr. Gurxey. In the public place. Can I ask you this question? In the public place where we have you, Mr. Joseph Aloba, and a number of people, has it ever occurred that you may have playfully tapped Mr. Joseph Aloba at the back of the head, playfully? Could it have happened at any given time? Since you say you're always playful.
Hello, I never tapped him.
Playfully at the back of the head, just tap him a bit as a friend.
Hold on. My joke and my play is just word of mouth, not to hit or to. No. I don't do it. Even I don't. A man cannot hug me. I don't touches. I don't encourage touches.
See,
touches.
I'm going to ask you a question. I know it's a bit of a joke.
I do.
When are you going to give this man a break? At least an holiday.
Hello?
Are you going to be on holiday soon? Like maybe a week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks?
Hello, let me tell you that maybe you don't know. I don't know what you are trying to say. A break like what? I stay around the Ikeja area.
Yeah.
And I was still by Kurudu. Hold on. Am I not seeing for 2 months? All this your speculation and all this your that you always
Asking a
go
question.
around. Hold on. Let me enlighten you. Let me enlighten you. I don't go Gurxey and I don't see him. I might not see him for 1 or 2 months. I might call him occasionally. 2 days, 3 days. They don't let me explain the relationship. But I don't hold him anyhow. Or I don't. I am interested in justice. And I got the justice that I'm fighting for. So if you want to hold on. If you are talking of any break, I don't know the break. Probably you can go and you may want to go and kidnap him from his wife or his children.
No, you actually mentioned about kidnapping. You and what's it called? You and Lagata, you say you want to place him somewhere to protect him, right? You said that as part of the convo. Yes.
Mr. Gurxey.
I said you and Lagata. Okay.
Hello. Go to my words. I never said it. Okay?
Mr. Gurxey. Quick one before
okay, no, Naji.
Now, first of all, Bayo, I hope you understand where I'm coming from now. I didn't mean to, come straight to you like that. It was just because of the fact that sometimes person will get issue, we get case, let them address it themselves. By the time you started coming out, it will look like something is, ganging up somewhere. That was why I was asking you those questions. So, fair enough, you answered the way you answered. Mr. Gurxey, the question I want to ask is that, like I said, Gurxey is aware of the call now, and at the end of that call, you said, "Baba, I'm not worried. My play tape for you like right?" Does it mean that you are aware of the being recorded initially? And secondly, to round it up, if you said you and Baba jokes a lot and play a lot, in that voice note or the phone recording, there was a time where you're saying, "Baba, that was a very aggressive voice." Now, does that mean that you and Baba kind of have that kind of a free rapport that, even though you don't touch him, but you are free to react like that and towards him?
Command.
You know what I'm saying? It's just a friendly question, and that's my question. Thank you so much for all what you've done. And I think...
Thank you very much. And I want to say this. I wouldn't have answered the question. I would have left it and allow those who are taking such narrative to continue dwelling in the ignorance of that incident. But because of the approach and the manner at which the question is asked, I will explain a little thing to you. I will explain briefly to you. Before I go to Jokume, the first question you asked was, what was your first question? That one interesting. Can you remind me?
But I said Gurxey is aware of the call.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay. Thank you. It's okay. Now, I said it repeatedly here that I never knew, I did not ask Lagata to record, and I did not. I've never recorded, and I will not do it. I don't record conversations. Even if a conversation becomes an argument, once I tell you my truth, if you like, believe, if you like, don't believe. That's to you. As long as my conscience is clear, I owe nobody any allegiance.
Very interesting question.
That voice, hold on. That statement that I will show you, it was, I told you earlier here, that some recordings were sent to me that I wanted to show Awa. And I said, don't worry, I will show Awa. I will let him see the reaction and what people are saying concerning what he did. It was not the recording. I was not recording. How will I record? How will Lagata be recording? And I tell Lagata, he got that in order. Don't worry. Yeah. I will show Awa what happened.
Fair enough.
I will come down, Mr. Gurxey. Thank you so much.
Yes, may I kindly ask you one question, Mr. Gurxey?
No. Let me answer the second question. Yeah. The second question of what is it again? Sorry. Oh my God.
This is how it was said. This is how it was said. After the Moro, Babani, then Gurxey later said that and immediately he ordered those children to leave that place. Then there's a visitor in that house that the wife said, Ekpadawa are busy nisi. Then again, Gurxey still mentioned that Alora Mirami, should we address it now? And if you want me to play it, me, I don't want
Any, is the network okay? I'm not.
And my own mouth. I don't think you will hear me. No. My mouth is
Are you able to play the video so you can address it again? Fela, please, can you do that?
Let me suggest something. Let me suggest something. Richie, I want to suggest something about this audio. Number one, some people said it was doctored. Lagata said there is an original. Now, let's even get this, whatever original and doctor one. Let's transcribe it. Let's transcribe it out.
Thank you very much.
We'll be able to see the voices.
Thank you.
Let's transcribe it, number one. Number two, I want to ask Gurxey this question. I just need yes or no.
The last question.
Wait, don't worry. Gurxey, I want to ask you this question. Yes or no? Within this period, have you received 100,000 from Gurxey and 10,000 from Gurxey different?
Are you from Lagata?
And for what?
Lagata.
Yes, you got it from Lagata. 100,000.
He was asking me to remove money from my TikTok. So, he was asking me to remove money from my TikTok.
So he has at once sent you 100,000.
Why not?
Within the same period.
He was asking me to remove money from my TikTok until around, was it on January or February this year? So, I wouldn't have.
No, you are not getting my question. Please, wait, Gurxey, let me get that question right. If
I have a question after aristocrat. Gurxey, I understand. Hold on, it's kind of private. It's kind of private.
Aristocrat, help me ask the question, Omar Saloni. Look, there is difference between the TikTok money and the money sent to you, Gurxey. The time of Lagata, I need kiniko, I never job, I won't go eat. So don't start adding that I help you remove. Like I said, I will show on my page. I'm going to bring
a salient question.
I'm going to bring all our chat out. We're going to compare from the moment I started helping you with your TikTok money. There's no way you would remove TikTok money that will run 200,000 naira. Gurxey, stop it.
Just wanted to ask you it sounds private. I wanted to know the time. The time Gurxey was at the rest of who was the vice chancellor of that?
Confirm this thing. While you were away, someone mentioned that you said money was sent by error. Was that correct?
There was a time I was going to give him money. It's got nothing to do. Baba going to Baba's house. Yes. So I sent money to a wrong.
Because why I'm asking this question?
It has nothing. I display the chat now. I displayed the chat on that day.
All right.
So,
Lagata, from you, for example. Let me say, for example, this bank statement that was printed was between a period. So within that period of the 10,000, did you send him any other money within that month? Because he should be able to show in his account. If you send money regularly to that account, it shouldn't be one place that we will see just 10,000. We should see other money that have come from you as well. If the way is working that you do send the money.
I just feel like to just clarify all these shenanigans going on about this money or me. Should I just drop? Because what's the point? So I feel like I said,
it will be properly addressed. I will go live.
Baba did say on his platform when he was debunking all these lies that he sent 100K to him for transport fare to Baba. I don't know, maybe he used it to get fuel or whatever, but he said he sent money. Just to clarify all this narrative going around, Lagata, whenever you want to debunk all these lies, can you just show the bank statement that, okay, I know you showed the text message that day, but just any proof to show that you sent him 100K that day. That will clear all these, like rumors going all about, in terms of that money. And then also, when it comes to the document Bayo showcased here that we all saw, I saw it in like in an Excel format. I don't think banks would ever print statements in an Excel format. Okay, I don't know, for the country I live here, if you walk into a bank here that you want your bank statement printed off, it will be printed, okay, but on their letterhead paper, that's the only proof of authenticity, okay, not on an Excel format. I don't know, like what Bayo showed on here was an Excel, I don't know, and then also putting a stamp against it. I don't think banks will do that. So maybe people that live in Nigeria, that you've printed your bank statement before, maybe you can clarify that also on that,
I think you just the receipt. I can go on desktop. Obviously, log into it was sent from my GTB account. And I can pull it up. So I have receipts of all his TikTok money, whereby how much was removed, how much was sent immediately. Initially they said that I told him that I always send the money, or TikTok always release the money every 4 to 5 working days or thereabouts. That when they started all their shenanigans.
Yeah, I think you need to do an audit trail.
It's all in the WhatsApp chat.
Yeah.
When money was removed and when it was sent immediately to him. You understand? It's different from that. So now, when I was doing
this gap that we're talking about.
When I was doing my show, I did mention that 100,000 was sent to him when he said he hasn't got no money to go to Baba. And don't forget, even when he doesn't go live every day to receive coin, most of the time he goes live or he go and speak on the panel or whatnot. So when he asks for money, that please, Lagata, I need, it's not easy, I'm going with Baba, I have to leave my work and stuff like that. So I sent him money. You understand? So now my question is, I have sent him numerous money, 10,000, 70, apart from his TikTok money. Sure, you understand? And why is it that the main problem that you called me, you're going to Baba's house, whether it's 1,000 naira, whether it's 2,000 naira, whether it's 100,000 naira.
I don't know how easy would it be for you. All you're talking about, that's including the money this is coming from his TikTok, right?
Yeah, that's what I just said that. I said I have receipts for that. I can prove that right there in his because he's not the only one that I've helped remove his money, right? So it will be there in his WhatsApp, because everything I do when I log in, when I get access to his TikTok account, I'll screenshot how much the money is. I will screenshot how much he's receiving, and I will send it to him. And even said at some point, Lagata, you don't need to be sending me all these things. I trust you. Come on, you that you give me money. Like, I trust you. You can't, I said, no. Days like this. So I kept all those receipts with him. I shared it with him. If I take $30 out, I take it as this how much it's going to come out to be. And this is a Naira receipt as well. And I'll make sure you acknowledge it.
Thank you. Lagata, I have a very important question. You might not like
the
question.
I have one question.
Please,
Ebony, please. I want to drop. Lagata, I have one question and one rhetorical question. Number one, someone said I should ask you that was Gurxey in knowledge that you want to record the conversation when it comes to Baba Mohbad that day?
I have addressed. I have addressed this.
So that you answer it.
No, let me do it one by one.
Wait now, wait.
No, let me do it one by one. Let me do it one by one.
Okay.
I have addressed this.
Just answer this one, yes or no.
Yes.
So that the person can rest.
Yes, he was aware. He was the one that said just for me to see how.
All right.
Hold on, for me to see how Baba is stubborn, and that's what he said. I speak to Baba. Yes.
All right. Thank you.
When I speak to Baba.
Thank you.
Go ahead.
My rhetorical question is this. Earlier when you came up, you said they were playing some audio that is not. When Bayo and Gurxey also came up, when Bayo was talking about the one he investigated, they were talking about original and doctored. We also played one on Papariano on Sunday that we had the and everything. Now, if from you that is doctored, allegation of doctored audio, from Gurxey there is allegation of doctor, which one should the public believe? Because
sorry, I missed
evidence of
I missed that. Sorry,
so,
I missed that. I missed that. I missed what you just
okay.
said.
Let me rephrase it. Earlier when Gurxey was up, there was an allegation of the audio you guys are listening to is doctored, that is sound that is imputed to it. When you also came up, you said some people were playing some doctored one that you
okay,
had my question. So that for me.
Okay, let me explain.
Wait now, it's rhetorical. Let me finish. No, wait, Papa, wait. This is a rhetorical question for me. Now, if from you there is allegation of audio being doctored, from Gurxey there is allegation of audio being doctored, the question for me is, as a public, which one should we believe?
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Of all this audio, that is fraud.
Aristocrat, when you are asking questions, don't conclude on it. I would take the word being doctored. I would say incomplete voice notes was played. When I said doctored, it means that some part was not played, right? Some part of
was cut off.
Some part of Why did you
still manipulation?
Yes,
it is still manipulation, and it is fraud.
So wait, aristocrats. I was not the one who played this voice note at first, right? I did not have any intention whatsoever of playing this voice notes. But when certain individuals play these voice notes, they omitted some parts and they run a commentary on it that makes likes of all these idiots, stupid thinkers, and all these grown-ass women in their menopause could not use their brain. And hold on, Mr. Richie, and they flew with that. And then they labeled me anti-justice. After all the things that I have done, I don't need no accolades from anyone. You understand? I know what I have done in justice for Mohbad. And I'll keep saying, may God judge me with what I have done in justice for Mohbad. Not what you law or people from that side were thinking. That is their choice. They called me Tim Temi, they run a commentary on it, and then they flew with it, they started blogging me, right? So when I listened to that voice, I'm like, I remember vividly, this was called me and said that this, and then I scroll up to the date and time, okay, in my archive, and I found the voice note there. Okay. And how can you now say that the voice note I played was doctored when I showed the group WhatsApp chat where the voice note was leaked.
Hey, Joshua, can I play it for everybody to
no, before you play, please. I don't know. Please, before you play.
Let me hold on. Richie, hold on now. Susmos, I did not leak the audio out though. I wasn't the one. Everybody knows on this platform. The person that played it is even one of those that have been attacking me, a lot of that. So how can I release such? You understand?
Please.
It's all the conclusion of the
damage control.
It's a conclusion of
up and down.
Sorry, Lagata.
I don't care.
Lagata.
I don't understand that part. You need to rephrase what you said, aristocrat. Do you not understand the part I'm saying that the voice note?
Lagata, please wait.
Can you then rephrase what you said?
Anything that is doctored, anything that is not presented as original, anything that is manipulated. Wait, Lagata, wait. Lagata, wait.
I'm not talking now.
Lagata, wait. Some people are saying I should not use the word information that is halfly presented. Any information that there is omission. Wait, I'm not talking about you. Lagata saying I should not use fraud. I want to school them. Any information that is presented that is half, that is deliberately manipulated for some information to be kept, or is not presented in full under the law.
But that is not me that played that.
As fraud.
Aristocrat.
So
it's not me that played that.
So
it's not me that played that.
You don't say it's you. I am telling people. No, I did not say it's Lagata. I said for those who are telling me not to use the word fraud.
No.
For those who are telling me
there's no other word for it. Fraud is
that is telling me not to use the word fraud. She needs to school herself properly. Let me play quickly. She only needs to school herself properly so that she can put the right word in the blocks. Fraud is going to win.
Mama, my son, no, but you know, Gurxey now.
Please, where is Gurxey?
Yeah, hang on a second. The only point I wanted to highlight here, Lagata, and this is to Lagata. I know you came out of the critical, but where you're guilty.
Mr. Richie, stop this, please. We have addressed this several times. Stop.
Okay.
It's not fair. I have never been part of critical thinkers. Stop saying that word.
Okay, you're not.
You have asked me these questions before now, Mr. Richie. Come on now.
Sorry.
I was never part of critical thinkers.
Okay, that's fine. What I'm saying is, we know we're hearing this audio, and this has been in the past, and you are aware that Lagata did to Joseph Aloba, and you didn't come out as at that point. Do you agree?
Mr. Richie, come out and do what? Baba himself, he's not ready to let Gurxey go. He said to me that Gurxey won't know I want. So who am I? Am I going to beat him up, control him, tell him what to do? Okay. No, I would rather keep my silence because what are you going to do about it? How is that my business? Am I Aloba's family? I am not. So there's only two I can do. That is why before SOJ I know
this was before.
Don't put that on me, bro. I can't tell you what to do. You're an adult. You're going to be advised.
I'm talking about whistleblowing.
Who released the video? Well, audio. It wasn't me. So what's whistleblower there?
The whistleblower.
anybody.
Okay, maybe you didn't understand my question. I'll say.
No, I do understand clearly, Baba. You said that at the time that it happened, that what did I do that I kept quiet? Of course, I spoke to Baba after that call. Of course. Baba, all these things is just happening is because, yes, it happened like this. And there's
no, if you said you spoke to Mr. Baba, that's fine. That's fine.
Can I ask you a question, Mr. Richie?
Yeah.
Just imagine that there is no full audio. Yeah? Imagine how these people have manipulated the one they played. And what was said.
I know. I agree with what you said, yes.
So everything in this life happens for a reason.
Yeah.
And I didn't regret being on that call on that day. And I didn't regret that voice note is there.
No, it's good that it's good that you
one thing for a fact is that,
according to yourself.
One thing for a fact is that even on that day, I refused. I didn't even want to play that audio. But the so-called, you come for Baba, I come for you. I stand for Baba, I shish. They are the evil ones.
Right, I agree with what you said.
Flying around with such voice notes.
Okay.
And calling me an anti-justice. And ask them, all of them, what is their contribution in this justice for Mohbad, apart from fracas?
I'm going to honor to your words that you actually called the man himself.
Of course I did.
And you called
I swear to God, even the man has called several times. Even Baba has called me several times. Yeah.
Right.
On a group call with people that they are here listening. He has complained about Gurxey. But you can do nothing about it. Why? Instead of we to hold on to what is actually making that man not to speak. When I want to be faulting, somebody release something, I'm sorry.
Just a final one from me. Can we assume?
I like what you said.
Can we assume that the audio? Can we assume that the audio available right now are not the original?
No.
Audios are.
No.
Can we assume they are not original?
I think both audios are.
Okay.
The one that they played first, played fully, obviously to manipulate the public and to twist.
So which one is full? Which one should we rely on?
Even the person that played it was saying 2 days after that there's a reason behind my name. I've done this for a purpose. You understand? And she achieved it.
So which one is complete? Which one should we refer?
The one I played on my live show was fully complete, and it was
okay. So we have to rely on that. But that is
it was. I showed the message in the group chat.
Okay.
Right, and I showed the date and time of that voice note dropped in that group. Right. So how can you edit a voice note?
But how did they find its way out into space?
Well, I don't know. Maybe if the person that played it first on the live show can tell us. But she did say, she said it was a lady that used to be in my group back in when we had a moderator group. You understand? Was the one who released the audio. She said it.
So for clarity, what is the number of minutes/seconds of the original video, so we know that when we listen to the audio, we know which one is original? What's the full minutes and second of the original?
I think it's
just a question now.
Is out there.
No, from your own point of view, you should be able to say 13 minutes, 45 seconds, so that we know.
Unless I check.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
If you say you didn't. Can I? And the person that first question said it's for someone within your group. Share you with other persons.
No, it was. See, when it was recorded, yeah.
So how did someone else go?
It was in the group now. It was dropped in the group, and a group of like 7 people. But the person that
you dropped it in the group.
The person that I was not the one that dropped in the group. The person that played the voice, first did say that a lady that used to be in our group was the one who sent it out to them. Does that make sense to you, aristocrat?
You recorded it, yeah.
Does that make sense to you, aristocrat?
No, let it make sense.
Yeah?
Let it make sense. You recorded it.
No, I was not the one that recorded it.
You recorded it. Okay, who recorded?
All this stuff in address, I can't be going back and forth. You were even the one that advised that what has been addressed should not be addressed again. So ask somebody else to come and they will tell you. I'm not going to answer that.
You don't get my point.
No. I know the game you're trying to play. You can't play that with me. Please stop it. No, stop it. Ask somebody else.
I'm not playing that.
I was not the one who recorded it. I even played the voice note of the lady. I even played the voice note.
If you did not record it, then you would be held responsible.
Exactly. I wasn't the one who recorded, but I was on the call.
That is what you have just
Okay, thank you.
That is what you have just said. That is what we are doing.
Please, let me say something. It's been a while. I've been holding myself from talking. So now, this is what I want to say. First of all, from the explanation and from all of the things that Bayo Billions, I don't know which one, has been saying, what I can say about that is, I see hypocrisy and I see lies. And what I said, that this is my opinion now. All of the questions I've been able to ask by Billion, I pray that one day he's going to realize that he has not been true to himself in this whole. And when you try so much to defend a lie or to speak for people or matters in which you were not involved, directly involved, and without getting all your facts right.
Mr. Jack, don't pray for me. Do whatever you need to do.
Let me land.
Establish
my opinion.
Establish what you need to establish.
Let me just say, don't my opinion. Let me land. So now, and stop interjecting people like that. You try not to make people talk. You just want to talk alone. And when you do that, you're not.
Mr. Jack, please, I don't want to be on the panel with this subject. I'm going to drop.
They will give you your time.
Please, like I can't wait now.
I don't want to be on the panel with this. I don't want to be.
No, stay, Lagata, stay.
Lagata, stay, yes, go on.
Okay, don't worry. Let's carry on. Now, most of the questions I ask him, he knows. He never answered them, and there's a game he always plays. He goes away. He's sort of like a deviated from them. So now, this is the thing. You by yourself did say here that you didn't hear Mubad himself had to say that, why did you beat me like that? Do you get? So you said the one you heard is, do you want to beat me now? Something like that, should they throw a nominee. So now, as a good investigator, because you have been talking about you did investigation on your own, you and the critical thinkers did investigation. So now, good investigators, are you not supposed to be good listeners first? You're supposed to be a good listener. You need to pay attention to details if you want to meddle or mediate in a matter. So you didn't even take your time to get your facts right, so that you will know what you want to defend in the public, especially when you're trying to defend another man who is alive, who can defend themselves. Because I have asked Gurxey, they allow me to really ask him the question I want to ask him. Because this is a man that was involved in this whole thing. And now, this man is clearly saying that there is difference between when you are saying, I heard something, somebody said, oh, he did say this without virtual recording. But this one, we are talking about evidence that all of us can hear. We are not mad people, and we are not dumb. We can hear things that individuals are saying plainly, in plain language. They were not speaking outside.
And it wasn't an AI voice, by the way.
Yeah, they were not speaking some Chinese language. They were speaking plain language that all of us, we understand. And now for anybody to now say, because you single entity, you have done some sort of investigation, and that is making you to now come to a conclusion where you're saying that what we able-minded people, what we have heard is not what we have heard, is not what it is. That your investigation has stated otherwise. So now I'm not going to ask you, what sort of investigation did you now carry out? when you did not even listen to the full version of the recording. Personally, all of this recording, they are none of my business. But because that is not what will bring justice as far as I'm concerned. But the truth is this. If we can't be honest in small things like this, in things that meet the eyes, facts that meet the eyes, things that all of us can see with our clear eyes, how can you ever be honest in anything in life? Because hypocrisy is just bad. Now, if you are saying you disbelieve a virtual evidence or an audio recording where you hear individuals' voices, so now, if another person now, if Team Wumi, member of Team Wumi's camp, now, if tomorrow there's a virtual evidence that clearly shows us how Mohbad was fine, so do you now want to condemn any member of Wumi who stands up to say that no, because of some investigation that I've done on my own, that virtual evidence, nobody should believe it. It's not right. It has been manipulated. Because when we do things, when we do things, we don't know how much it risks hypocrisy and lies. And when you try to defend all of this, they will only make you look people will think you're not intelligent, whereas you're intelligent. But it's just because you have gone hypocritical. Because I've listened to you and I've listened to Gurxey himself. And I haven't seen, as a matter of fact, I was surprised that Gurxey had to drop when Lagata came up. Because if the issue is between both of them, and you know that you've got nothing to hide, you should be able to stay on this panel to bring up your argument, your own side of the story. We here, we are listening, we are intelligent listeners. We are not biased people. Though some people may be biased, but the truth is there are some of us there that will listen with clarity of mind. And we will digest everything that you say, and we will, at a glance, we will be able to say that, look, this is the person that is lying. Because it's easy to poke holes into lies. When you are lying, you see that all that you're going to be saying, they will fall apart. They won't add up.
But the question is, why did Gurxey absconded when Lagata came up? I don't understand. That alone is a big question.
I have a thought. So we know.
Sorry, IT guy, Mr. Jack. Mr. IT guy, sorry, sir. Mr. Jack, yeah. You see, this particular individual that's going around doing damage control is not just new. Because before he even got closer to Muiwa and Baba Mohbad, he has always been like this. There was a day on tennis platform when Yomi was talking on there, and he was trying to lie that the guy asked for 50 million from Muiwa, But because Yomi recorded the conversation, and Yomi was playing it on Tenyama logo, just after this individual jumped up, even within their camp on that day, they were challenging him, why are you doing something stupid? Why are you going up there to defend what is not? And they do. And look, go and listen carefully to what he has been saying in their critical sheets on a panel on their own platform. They came with an information that I was replying Baba's message on TikTok. They came that I was lying to Baba that TikTok released money 3 to 4 working days. To all, so pain coming out for me, and one voice note out of over 2,000, and I cry like this, and I will get enough debunking to do. You understand? I categorically moved back because I saw the light.
Lagata.
Hold on, sir. Why you more voice note? Mr. Richie, wait now. Please now, Mr. Richie. And this is what a lot of people have been deceived. A lot of people. And I've been saying for 6 months that people should please protect their mental health, blah, 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 that Mohbad himself will be the one to give us this justice. And God, at the right time. I've been saying that. And today now, he came here with another narrative, new one, that me, I'm giving Baba Mohbad's wife money without Baba's consent, without the family knowing. And I'm speaking to the wife. You understand?
That's a serious allegation.
And this is how they feed the public lies, so that it will be Lagata. Why is it always your name that's being mentioned? There's a reason for that, because they know.
You need to allow other people to speak too.
I just started talking now. Wait, I just want to explain something.
Sorry to interject. I actually need to get something straight about it. I'm going to make a number of assumptions. Hold on, Jack. I'm going to make a number of assumptions. Now, thanks for your inputs and the engagement. I'm sure we all appreciate it. So we're clear about one thing. You were not the one that dropped the audio in the WhatsApp group. Okay. No. Now, secondly, you were not the one that recorded the audio.
No.
And we assume that it was Gurxey that recorded it.
No, look, he has to record himself, as he is, because that's their plan. Just to prove to me that every time he speaks to Baba Mohbad, he's always stubborn and he doesn't listen to him, that sometimes he has to go hard on him. And when me, Bossman, the lady in America, Ryan Whisper, we spoke to Baba, asking about his welfare. A day Baba was abandoned in the day they asked him to come and sign. And Baba was in distress. He has not even eaten. So, and why would the man be saying he has not eaten?
If you allow me to land, now, if you are in conversation with Gurxey, and you didn't record it, we have to assume that Gurxey recorded it. If Gurxey indeed recorded it...
No. IT guy, there was a lady on that call that Gurxey is
Was it a group call then? Was it a group call that everybody was listening on the call?
No, it was not. It wasn't a group call. It was me, Gurxey, and a lady on the call. But he is aware of what is going to happen.
The lady recorded it.
Yeah.
And how did they then end up in the group?
So the group now is the lady is from my group, right? From my moderator group, like, you understand? And Gurxey is aware. Even when Baba was in Abuja, when we wanted to send money to him, when he came to Lagos, the ladies are always been on the call with us. Me, her, and Gurxey. You understand? He knows the girl. And Gurxey was asking me, Lagata, hey, are you sure you trust this lady? I said, yes, it's from our circle. She's trusted.
But Lagata, please.
I had a show about this few days ago, last week.
Please, for my technical understanding, technical a bit now, for this and...
1 second, Richie.
Yeah.
Richie, let Abby speak, because y'all been talking a lot.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you, host, and thank you, Jack and everybody. Mr. Lagata, who is he?
Abby.
Who is Lagata? Okay. I should believe that he's somewhere listening. Lagata, do you have the full version of this voice note? And if you do, please just drop the full version so that the public can just make its analysis. And secondly, you sound like somebody in possession of millions and zillions of voice notes. Who records these voice notes? And who, if it's not you, who sends them to you? And also, why, for what reasons they were done or they were recorded? Where is he?
Well, it did say it's a three-way call. There was a lady who he put his trust in, and it was indeed the lady who we don't know. We only need to guess that actually did the recording. Hence, he ended up in the same group that the whole call itself actually started from.
But the IT guy...
So it's answered that question.
Yeah, the IT guy, when you looked at the technicalities involving sound engineering, and I want to assume Lagata was on the phone, right? And the other people in Africa, we realized that some people picked up the phone. Sometimes we just airing the noise, the three noises in the house with Baba, that's Gurxey, Baba Mohbad, and the lady, and maybe his wife, right? Now, when you record an audio, your voice
No, you say look at it. It is clear that it was recorded on this side because whoever recorded it, even if it's the lady or Lagata, you can hear Lagata's voice clearly.
Exactly.
So no. The call was initiated from this end, but there's no way of knowing who recorded it. Yeah. But now, no, hold on. Now that the call itself is then indeed recorded, it is clear that the recording would have come from this side, i.e. the lady, if it's not Lagata. Because it was clear enough within the ambience of where it was recorded, we're able to hear the distinction between the sound on the other side and this side. Because if it was on the other side, then it will be more amplified on the other side and it will be less on this side.
Thank you.
So we need to ask the question until we got the answer. So if it's not you, Lagata, then it has to be Gurxey. But if it's not Gurxey and it clearly stated there was a third person who was on his side that indeed recorded. So we are clear about who recorded the call. And we actually understand that the call will end up in a group on this side.
Yeah, it won't be Gurxey. Gurxey can be part of the initiated people that initiates people. But it won't be Gurxey because
but it's good to ask the question. You see, assumptions can be very, very dangerous. And that's why the man is answered the question. So
you answered it correctly well. The audio was recorded on this side, right?
Yes.
And you say so there's no way it won't be Gurxey. Because Gurxey is on the other side.
No, I'm clear about that. But what I'm saying is that when things are, because at the time he did not mention a third person, and that's the reason why I asked the question. Then he mentioned a third person, then we had better clarity. Yeah.
Okay, that's very good.
So exactly. Yeah. It is what it is. I mean, Sele is saying 13 minutes 25 seconds, and if Lagata corroborates that, and we are clear that is indeed 13 minutes 25 seconds, then we can go by the one that Sele displayed on his platform, in his profile. And if Lagata then says that he believes that is not quite right, then it's up to the public to follow his lead. So all we gonna do right now is to believe that we have something. And if there's anything contrary to that from the point of view of Lagata, then it's up to him to perhaps drop it on his profile, and then people can grab it from there.
And actually, I like the fact what Aristocrat mentioned before he left. We can do a comparative test. Yeah, when you listen, you can actually establish where the differences are on both audio, and then from there, switch on the switch, right?
Yeah, I mean, the moment you look at the number of minutes stroke seconds, that tells you something. So if there is a discrepancy there, a disparity there, you look at that and think that, okay, let's go by what Lagata actually has to present. And yes, you're right about the fact that we can actually take it slowly and slowly until we get to a point where we realize that it's been cut and joined. Do you understand? When we listened to the first one, we got up to a point where it wasn't clear whether it was cut and joined. It actually seems as if it was. Then we listened to the second one on Paparano's platform. That was clearer. Yeah. So if Lagata then has one and there's a little bit of disparity in number of minutes and seconds, then we have something to compare Celeste one against.
Yeah. I want to pose it's not like it's like a question, but not really a question, because that was what we were onto before the conversation was moved totally from about mobile to something. So now, I want to put this question to you again. Would you say, in your own opinion, how would you grade the so-called critical thinkers and Mohbad's dad on one hand, together with the legal team? How would you grade them, if you were to grade them in terms of in terms of the success they have been able to record as far as getting mobile justice is concerned, the actual work that they have really put in. How would you grade if you had to grade it? And how would you grade the mobile's wife on the other end? How would you grade her in terms of any effort that she's put in into getting her husband justice? Yeah, please.
Okay. All right. So let's start from the beginning of your question. You said the critical thinkers engaging with Mr. Joseph Aloba and somehow engaging with the lawmakers, as in I don't know, they have a group. They say this one is the law group and this one is whatever. The critical thinkers were doing some dirty work for the lawmakers, and now whether Baba stands in between, whereby they're looking for a quick win. So the legal team will want to do things legally, and the critical thinkers may be part of the legal team in a way, because in the early days they would say legal team, and that includes everybody. So I think the critical thinkers probably thought they can do a quick win and then detach themselves from the legal team and then form the critical thinkers. I believe that the critical thinkers were doing some nasty, dirty work. In the beginning, they were breaking the law, doing some serious, nasty stuff on behalf of Joseph Aloba. Now, at some point, the critical thinkers probably shrunk to a number of them, from a volume to a number of them. And then that was a rebirth of the same critical thinkers. Now, we now need to look at their antecedents originally when it was a bigger group, and then the continuity shrunk. And how do you kind of, on a scale of 1 to 5, for instance, what do you do? I look at that because I wasn't there. And I kind of think in terms of where we are currently, where there seems to be a disharmony, and then all of a sudden, people are divulging information about bad practices within the group and all that kind of stuff. Then you look at that and you think that maybe I rate them around maybe 1.8 or 2. At some point, I probably would have rated them maybe 2.8, because they will have effort to want to do things right. They also have effort to want to break the law to get answers. So within them, the corruption that was sort of like rife within their engagement at the time is now coming out. And then they're beginning to dissociate themselves from themselves, and we're beginning to think who is in the group. Are there 50 people? Are there 100 people? And I'm sure they probably meant well, but if you then need to break the law to the extent to get a win, then it becomes a problem. So that is just my thinking, based on what was in the public, what they are doing now, what even Bayo Billions himself has been able to say to us, the questions he was unable to answer that he did not want to answer. And it was clear on saying to us, he actually said equivocally that that was in my past. So there was sort of like a rogue, a very bad, a very rough-edged one in the past that he doesn't want to talk about, until the critical thinkers as a group then got reshaped. Anyway, let's leave that there, because he can, but from my own point of view. Let's now move to the other side. As you've mentioned, the wife, and efforts that you put into looking for justice for your husband. I think we touched on this yesterday, and I think that from the very beginning, there was a problem. There was a traditional impact on the situation that we're in today, that if it happens to any family just today, the same thing will happen where
family of the deceased, as we know, is a man. They take over. They take over absolutely everything. How are we going to arrange the burial? The woman, you, the wife, your family, you just go and sit down there, listen to us, and let's do it. So the man will be in control. And then when the whole thing went public, it was clear even before it went public that we were divided instantly, because as the moment African television came out with his own assertions and aspersions about how she may have been sleeping around and the baby may not be mobile and all that kind of stuff, she's isolated at that point in time. She will be defending herself from the beginning, in the middle, and she's still defending herself till today. But luckily for her, she had people who supported that area. Now, if she comes out into the open, the inquest already is also done an injustice. The inquest is caused an injustice where, I don't know how it happened, Joseph Aloba then became the sole complainant. Should Mama Mohbad not have been a complainant? She's a woman. Should Wunmi not have been a complainant? She's a woman. So why is it Joseph Aloba we all see as the only one that is looking for justice for his family, when him and his lawyers are not willing to bring Wunmi and Mama Mohbad into play? So injustices within justice is already playing itself in that situation. So from Baba's side, who is seemingly everybody in the public is supporting, is now seen as the only one looking for justice. So anyone that is not Baba, Mama, or Wunmi are not looking for justice. So we've made up our minds already. Now, what do you want this woman to do? Because she's now going to go and get a lawyer. The inquest will end up with 2 complainants. But the moment they suppress you as a wife who don't have a say, then she will keep quiet. What else do you want her to do other than look after the son, who is also a grandson to Mr. Joseph Aloba, regardless of what anyone says? So what do you want her to do? Come in there, I'm a complainant too. I'm fighting for justice for my son, and the main complainant is out there in the CTC discrediting her, and then sort of like asserting is her and the allies and the concubines are by the son. So everywhere the man you champion goes, the woman is suppressed. So what do you want the woman to do? To come and fight for justice when the key man that is fighting for justice is sitting there collecting all the money, doing all the engagement with all the lawyers. The CTC and the inquest only acknowledge the same one man, and you want us to reach the woman. I think I'll be like, what do you want me to do if I'm the woman? How do you want me to put something out there other than keep defending myself? And that is what she's been doing, defending herself. Where the main man, the key man, in front of the inquest right now, apart from what the inquest has done judiciously, there isn't really anything more that we can do. Atex, can you mute yourself, please? There isn't anything more that can be done other than even Joseph Aloba, who is a complainant, who is on the forefront. What has he really achieved in this justice? Has he been in a position to use his power of attorney with Muiwa to be able to bring anything beyond just what is just default? At the end of the day, it will just be spending and the nurse. So what has Joseph Aloba himself actually achieved in all the effort? How do you, so I don't know how I can rate the woman, and I don't know how we're going to sort of like use our wisdom to a certain extent, and at the same time as our biases to start scoring anyone when we haven't achieved anything. So if we give it to Joseph Aloba right now, how we ask the public, if we're going to give him 5 stars, how many stars do you think you can give this man? And what is achieved? It is still shenanigans till today.
till this moment, the complainants, the head of the family, the leading man, the man in front, who has given his brain to Muiwa in terms of power of attorney. How do you rate him out of 5? So we need to look at our society. There are societal damage that has been done where women are sidelined, where women need to accept their place in a world where it is a man. It's all about a man. That is a man's world. So what we're doing, what we're saying, what you want the woman to do is not the first time we've seen this thing. When they say widow victimization, people don't even want anyone to speak about widow victimization. And it started from the inception when the man was even asking the lawyer, where are the papers to the land? I rest my mic.
Let me quickly say something. Hello, everyone. IT guy, I think before you will run to your conclusion, which you should have gone back to the beginning where it all started to get the answer to everything you just said now. Depressing. And I was going to say something about Lagata, which was what you guys were discussing before now. My question is, what right has Lagata to do a recording? And if Lagata records, what motive has he to record? And if he said Gurxey was aware of that recording, was Gurxey also aware of all other hundreds of recordings he has done and that he has? And what is Lagata's interest in Baba's affairs? Why infiltrating? Why talking to his family? Disguising, even if it's Baba's phone, to a child, it's like we just want to talk out of, I don't know, to talk or to talk smart. Let's come back to reality. Talking to his son, and you're not saying, go give your father the phone, and the son has to be the one to send a number to Lagata. Are you guys thinking? You sit down, you analyze, be realistic. We are not robots. We have brains. Nobody's being emotional here. What is the intention? Think about that first. Why does Lagata want Gurxey out? Why do they want him out? You guys are complaining there are things happening, this is going wrong. Don't you think there are more things going on that you don't know? What is Lagata planted there for? Why is there any other person that's planted there and not Lagata? Why is it always the same complaint about Lagata?
Are we talking conspiracy theories here or we're facing the facts?
I am.
Are you on about conspiracies?
I don't know.
Because the situation is a situation. An audio is an audio. It is clear that both parties are aware that the call is recorded. So what is it about it that we have to debate about?
He said that. Gurxey said he's not aware.
He said it.
So why
he answered the question. No. Nobody is taking anybody's side. Gurxey was on the call and he has the right to defend himself. He should have come back up when Lagata said he was aware of the recording. We are not doing conspiracy here. We're not analyzing conspiracies here. We're staying with the fact, and the guy has stated his fact. So if you've not been listening to this session, then you need to go back. But if you've been listening, have you been listening selectively? But have you been doing it selectively? All the questions have been answered.
Because
I'm not being
something is
biased.
wrong.
I am not being biased. The man is stated that the two of them are aware that the call is recorded.
What is right here? What is right here?
Yeah, but who cares about what is right? They are speaking their truth. Everybody is coming public to tell us what they know.
Is Mr. Loba complaining?
Yeah, but what is it got to do? This has got nothing to do with Joseph Aloba. We are not here to clamor. We are not here to clamor for Joseph Aloba. None of us are here for Joseph Aloba.
Distraction strategy.
We are not here for Joseph Aloba today.
No.
Yeah. Let's take with the subject. We are here to talk about. We are here to talk about the audio.
Guys, we are not robots. I haven't seen anybody that have found fault in anything Lagata had done.
It is not about finding fault. Otherwise, people will not come up and speak. It is not about finding fault. If we sit down here fighting fault, Bayo billions will not be here. Lagata will not come up, and Gurxey would not have come up if we are trying to throw daggers at people. We allow people to speak for themselves. Thank you.
Please. Everyone mute, everyone mute, everyone mute, please. Everyone mute. One person at a time.
Gurxey, you said something in that audio. Sorry, aristocrats, please. Gurxey said something in that audio, that 13-minute audio I listened to, that he is going to play the record to Baba later. He said it in that audio. If he said it, fine, no problem. But I heard that also in that particular audio. I don't know if someone else heard that. He said that in that audio. So if he's coming out to say he's not aware of that audio, I don't think that's the truth.
Have you all listened to Lagata's recent video where he was talking with Arifa about Westo? And at the end of the call, he had to tell some group of people to unmute.
Peachtree, it sounds like you've just come up here to attack somebody. We're not trying to attack anybody. We're just trying to find out what's going on. So to me, it looks like you're on an attack, and I really don't appreciate that. Yes, aristocrat. Yes,
I'm not attacking. I'm trying to.
All right. This is what I want to say.
Pat has avoided.
All right. Thank you, Peachtree. I think many a times people do get public conversation wrong. One person cannot do public issues and speak on every aspect 360 degree when the person is not God. People will only talk from area where they have concern about. There have been some area probably they have clarity about. They won't talk about it. And what makes it a public issue is for every other person to talk from other angles where people might have not touched. That does not mean because someone gives his opinion, then someone needs to come and castigate that opinion. For crying out loud, it is the person's perspective to the issue. Another person can give his own perspective to the issue without attacking. And that is what makes it a good conversation. People ask same question. Some ask a question that is entirely different, that can even open and shed more light onto some gray areas. So we don't need to come and say, why did you say this? You are saying, why didn't they say this? You should have come and say, this is the area I want to focus on. And people will align with it. For the very moment when we stop attacking people because of their opinion, probably we will have clarity. More people will want to talk. Even the few that are talking, they are always being analyzed and attacked on their opinion. That itself is very wrong. Stop attacking people on their perspective to issues. Leave it. On this whole matter, sorry, Bayo, on this whole matter, the people involved, the key people involved, Mr. Gurxey and Mr. Lagata, have had the opportunity to come to this platform to say one thing or the other. Individuals should then be left, the public should be left to make their conclusion. The beauty of a platform, I will always say this, each platform is like a TV station or radio station. Your job is to bring down the issue. People discuss it. Allow people to make their conclusion. Don't tell people the kind of conclusion they will make. I can go with a different perspective. Me, I've said on this matter, I don't even believe the whole matter. Because here and there, everybody is accusing someone of doctrine and doctrine. Then how do we get the... That is a fact that remains. That somehow, someone has been beaten or someone is being oppressed. And this itself affects even Mohbad himself when he was alive. Please. I think I can say whatever I like. Bayo can say everything he like. Jack can say things from their own perspective. If I come up, I can get clarity from them, and I give my own perspective. I hear you, Lee. Thank you very much.
Aristocrat, before you go, let me quickly say it, right? In the quest of justice, right now, as we're speaking right now, Baba Mohbad is in court at Ikeja, and there's a 3 hours recess about the case of DPP versus Baba Mohbad. It's a step in justice for Mohbad. Yes or no, sir? Aristocrat.
Baba Mohbad took to court.
Yes,
against the DPP.
Yeah, is it good step in justice for Mohbad? Yes or no, sir?
Well, yes. See, when it comes to justice,
the DNA
my opinion do not matter.
I'm just saying on the
applicant.
No, Aristocrat, you know what I'm saying? I'm saying it in a layman's language because if a step like that is taken, I mean, it's a legal step, and it is stating towards
challenging the status quo,
yes, which is his right. He activated
challenging the status quo is always
which is
he doesn't say it's right, but
it is a civil right. It is a civil right. He's doing that. Based on still the justice. 2, as of today, the DNA matter is in court. Give it or leave it, whether give or take, or why they don't do DNA, why they don't want to do DNA, the matter is in court. Now, the coroner is still ongoing. At the moment, we are still waiting for the magistrate to say a new date. These are the most important, and the other one is the fact he has the government reached out to him around December of 2024, and they reached out to him again around April or May, and he's still tilting towards justice for Mohbad. Every other thing, recording audios and stuff like that, it is just a distraction. For me, I want us to stick talking about what is it that needs to be done that he has not done in this justice. Whether recording or not recording, all of this recording, it is mere distraction. It's giving us headache, it's giving us too much time on the social media talking and talking and talking. But if he's in court, activating his right to say, hey, what these guys are doing is not right, it's still justice. It's not the fact that he's doing it outside justice. It's not doing it against an individual. It's doing it against the government that holds the right to do more in the case of justice for Mohbad. And if it's still the coroner law that allows him to do that. And if he's doing the DNA as a family matter, but on his own word, he's still saying that if he does the DNA, he has a reason for insisting on the DNA. So he's still saying that if these are the angles, if the phone forensics if he can activate his right on the phone forensics, right now, Aristocrat, advise me, is there a step he needs to take on the matter of the phone forensics on his own without even going to coroner, without even challenging the police? Is there any part of the law that he can activate to go to court on this phone forensics? Do you have any idea what he needs to do on that, please? Oh, you don't. Because that is what I'm fighting for. Establishing.
Williams, on the matter of home forensics, It was clear when the GoFundMe was set up that
No.
forensics. Hold on. Let me drop this. I want to add this to it.
I don't want you to drop that because that is. I'm saying as of now.
I just want to add this to what you are saying, just so that you can put it together.
Yeah. No, you know what? I think I'm not trying to interject you. I'm just trying to say that as of this moment, DNA is in court as I do like this. As at this moment, Baba is in court at this moment, is challenging the government. As we speak, we are still waiting for the corona to restart. Now, the only challenge that everybody's clamoring for is the full forensics. Is there any civil right Baba has to activate that part? Going to court, or what does it need to do to activate that right of the full forensics?
Okay, this is what I'm going to say.
Do you think the order of mandamus? Do you think he can activate his order of mandamus right now?
No, not yet.
Not yet. Thank you.
I think
I know that.
You cannot activate it yet.
Yes, you cannot activate order of mandamus. Yes, not yet. Thank you. What other aspect can we activate now? Please.
Bayo Billion. I did ask you a question before, and the question I asked you still stands. I ask you that Baba, can you bring to my knowledge right now, or to everybody's knowledge right now, an application or anything at all they said in public to challenge the report that the police presented to the DPP, the report of the investigator that clearly states that it is the action of the nurse and the action of prime boy that led to the death of Mohbad, as against to asking the police, serving as watchdog of police, and pointing them to do proper investigation and challenge that report, and even ask for a copy of that report. Do they have a copy of that report as we speak? And have they anywhere challenged the DPP other than for Sanchito to be saying that three things have been established? There is a nurse that killed Mohbad, there is a prime boy that fought him, and there is a nurse whose injection killed Mohbad. So what are you saying? If they did not do the proper thing when they were supposed to do it, they were sleeping, they were slumbering eternally when they were supposed to be working, to be watching the police, to be pointing the police to what we're supposed to do. And if they didn't do it, they should come out to the public and scream, cry to the public, and the public will cry out yet again, just the same way the families, the two families, the husband and the Baba Mohbad and the rest of their family, they didn't cry out that something bad has been done to Mohbad, because I can see slow down. So the same way they cry out, the same way the lawyers did not do nothing, and now they are crying. They're petitioning DPP. It is too late for them because they are crying over spilled milk.
Aristocrat, Mr. IT guy, do you understand what Mr. Jack just said?
You see, the bit is everybody have their own questions and they have angles they want to tackle. You mentioned something about when Mr. Joseph Aloba was chasing after phone forensics. My question for you at this point in time is, did he not have lawyers supporting him at the time? And what do you expect Aristocrat to actually give you in terms of answer? The lawyers should know the process. They should know the process to associate proper forensics.
Did you not listen
to when I said
that?
How did this stop? How did they halt? How did it stop?
I mean, his lawyer stated, according to the requirement, a death certificate will be required to get phone forensics for Mohbad, because that is the right of the father, not the right to get access to other people's phone. You understand what I'm saying?
But where is the certificate today?
Not issued, because there's no death certificate yet. Police report.
So we all sitting. The body is in the for 21 months, and we don't have a death certificate. What we're talking about now?
Can you issue a death certificate on a case that is in Corona? No,
we all need to be enlightened. But the thing is, if it is a case, hold on. If it is a case, we have an hold on now. Let me speak now. We have an inquest. We have the DPP. Special arrangements and authorization can be given
Given that the case is in court, the lawyers can request something exceptional to the law, to the game, to allow that forensics to be done with the view that concrete information may be obtained and can be used as evidence.
And I remembered, see, if we try to analyze with open mind, a lot of questions have been answered, and that is why we should not be going back. I stated that in the quest to find out this, it was given these options, and when it got to the place it was supposed to acquire the option, it was turned down. And since then, it's written, it petitioned the Lagos Police Command through the Nigerian Police Commission in Abuja that the CCTV, the phone forensics, and if you list the 13 members committee, why are you putting technology forensics and scientific forensics in a committee that is not going to do phone forensics? Why are you putting specialists, that are forensic specialists, in a committee that are not going to be doing phone forensics?
Was that petition or recommendation? Was that petition or they just the point? Like this is they complain, but it was not official petition. It was not petition.
Did you see the complaint?
The only petition is the DPP. Wait, the DPP decision about Prime Boy and Samlali and Mali. This is the petition, and they are in court. But the one you are talking about was not petition. It was just a concern raised by the lawyer. Thank you. Stop lying, please.
To who? By who? Do you not even understand what you are saying? You just missing
a concern. They raised concern, but not petition.
Who
to the DPP.
When?
Yes, Baba's lawyer, Baba's legal team raised a concern about what is happening in the investigation, but it was not a petition. This is what I want you to get clear. Don't mislead people. The only petition we have is in court. Today, is there any update now? Because today they're supposed to be in court, right, Bayo?
Don't worry. Who gave you this thing you are saying will give you the update of today's court? Don't worry. Let me finish with IT Guide, okay? So,
okay, no problem.
Thank you. Around August last year, Bayo Dumosu was the author of the petition against the Nigerian Police Commission, Lagos State Police Command through the Nigerian Police Commission. It was the one that authored that petition. That was one of the job he did for the movement. You understand? So, and at the time, they were going to be responding. They were responding to Mohbad about his concern and his petition. And in the petition, full forensics, CCTV, and entirely changing all the 13 members that were recommended to investigate the case of Mohbad. And I remember that there was a petition, there was a publication to that regard, where Baba Mohbad is stating that all the people should be investigated, even in their financial capacity. And Bayo Dumosu also granted an interview to one online publication in that regard. You understand? So that is what I'm talking about when I say Baba petitioned the Commissioner of Police. So
let's get somewhere. Let's get somewhere.
Mr. Jack, Mr. IT, hold on. You see, so that did you get that? Did you understand that part?
No. You see, all that bit. Oh, you do not believe? It's not holding waters with me. But I want to get technical with this. I want to get technical with this. Can Mohbad be buried today? Hold on. Can Mohbad be buried today despite the inquest still ongoing?
No, it cannot.
So if Joseph Aloba says he wants to bury his son, you telling me he cannot?
He has to go to higher court.
On what grounds? On what grounds will he not be allowed?
He has to go to higher court.
So he can. So what you're saying is he can go to a higher court and actually obtain the authorization to do so. So that's possible.
Yes, it's possible if you go to higher court.
Okay. Look at it this way.
It's going to be against.
No, look at it this way now. I'm trying to address what you said. So let's say Mr. Joseph Aloba goes to a higher court despite the inquest still ongoing, and he obtained the authorization to bury his son.
So at that point in time, they will issue a death certificate, yes or no?
If we argue with the corona, they will all reach a conclusion, yes. Yes.
Yeah, but they will issue a death certificate, yeah.
Depending on how the corona fights it, depending on how the
regardless of how you look at it, there is a very high chance, possibility that he can bury his son right now and a death certificate will be issued despite the inquest still open, yes?
Yes. The law allows
okay. So if we establish, yes.
Don't say
yes, still, no, let's forget about the technicalities. I just want to go straight to the point.
What do you mean technicality? Technicality is
no, hold on now. Let me finish. When I finish, then you can carry on. Right? So we are under the assumption that a man can go to a higher court, he can obtain authorization to bury his son, and then a death certificate will be issued despite the inquest is still ongoing.
It is a legal battle. Don't take that.
But it's possible. It's possible, right? It's possible.
It's possible within his rights.
Okay. Let's lean on the possibility now. So if that is possible, if that is possible, it is clear that a death certificate can be issued despite the inquest still being ongoing. So we've established that. So that can then be used to tackle this form forensics you're talking about, or not?
Now, it is not going to be useful anymore because the moment you take the Chief Corona of Lagos State to court to state you want to bury Mohbad to get a death certificate, you are nullifying the investigation of the Chief Corona of Lagos State. The reason why Mohbad's dead body is in charge of the Chief Corona is to establish.
But will that action form forensics or not?
It will not. It will action form forensics, but it will not be useful to anybody. It will action only Mohbad's phone, but it's going to be a useless document at the end of the day. The moment you sign a deal with the Lagos State High Court to say you want to bury Mohbad, you are saying that you are burying every investigation and you will not sue or further pursue to find out.
So this is one-sided from your own.
Yes.
Right? Okay, which is from your. So what I'm trying to say from the very inception, from the very inception, phone forensics could have been obtained from the beginning. Could have been obtained.
It wouldn't. I mean, I don't know why you keep taking out the technicality. It wouldn't have been obtained if Mohbad death certificate is not issued according to the requirement. The phone forensics for the people around, in and out of life of Mohbad, should have been done through the Nigerian police. Part of the investigation, because there are a team that was set up in that regard. So why are we worried about Baba Mohbad doing phone forensics? Why are we not worried about the police doing the phone forensics?
Yeah, but the thing is that you don't go public and actually puts it out there that you will do phone forensics. Forensic are you referring to? Should your lawyers not have actually allowed you to caution you to take it down? If you are telling me that this phone forensics,
Mohbad is saying he wants to do phone forensics for his son, his dead son. His lawyer got the application and the document that is required. I don't know what you're talking about. If he said he wants to do phone forensics for his son, and a death certificate is part of the document that will be used, and there's no death certificate, he dropped it.
So do you not think Baba's lawyers should have actually addressed the police to actually make the police do the right thing to say that you need to phone forensics?
I told
at
you
the beginning. No. It's not what you're telling me. What I'm saying is that if the police, when Baba himself and the lawyers,
it is that
at the beginning. At the beginning, at the very beginning, the police should have done something they haven't done. What should Baba's lawyers have done at the time when they presented something in the preliminary update to the public and they realized that phone forensics is missing? Why did they not raise the alarm at that point?
Okay, now let me remind you the timetable for the inquest. September 28th was the first corona inquest. October 13th, second one. October 19th, the second one. The last one was November 11th. That is, within September to November, they had about 3 sittings or 4 sittings. And it never happened until March of 2024. It never happened
happened until 2024. In May, application was filed for forensic.
It was conclusive when it was buried originally. It was conclusive by the time when it was buried originally.
Excuse me,
I said the cause of death has not been known, but we know it's
yes, that's it.
So
it has not been officially declared.
So it has not been decided, but how much am I going to decide?
Kill on homicide, man. Do you understand what homicide is?
Suicide is when suicide is when you
actually are. And this one, this one. Oh, yeah, kill homicide. You know, homicide.
I was asking the question. Suicide go pare.
Suicide is for homicide.
Ẹ má jẹ́ ká máa sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ lórí ẹjọ́ ẹ má jẹ́ ká sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ lórí ó páyà rẹ̀ ẹ má jẹ́ ká sọ fún yẹn lórí TikTok ọmọ àgbà flag. So wọ́n ní alákọ̀ọ́kọ́ sui ìyẹn ni kó ṣe rẹ̀ léṣe fún ẹ̀ ló ṣe rẹ̀ ó mọ̀ fún whatever reason ó lọ ṣe rẹ̀ léṣe. Ìkejì ni pé kọ́kọ́ ló ṣokùnfà. Now ẹ fún láàrin méjèèjì sọ pé omi yẹn omi ìwọ̀n sọ pé ọlọ́pàá sọ. Ipò ọlọ́pàá kò ṣe omi ṣé wọ́n ṣe investigation wọ́n gbà omi ni. Kò sí bí sí. Òyìnbó ṣe ń bèèrè
lọ́wọ́ gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì. The homicide tí wọ́n pronounce ẹ̀ yìí. Kí ni? When you call it, when you say homicide.
Homicide can come. Hold on. Homicide can come in any form. Hold on. You know, homicide, you can was it strangled? Was it
natural death? It was not the natural death. That is homicide.
So until there is an official statement that
says this is what killed him,
this is the time he died. Then they apply for death certificate.
Yes.
Now, ẹ sọ pé homicide ni àwọn
homicide ni ọlọ́pàá ló sọ bẹ́ẹ̀.
Ọlọ́pàá sọ bẹ́ẹ̀. Okay, ọlọ́pàá sọ pé wọ́n pa ni. Whatever, ẹ̀rí tó bá ṣe, bọ̀ ọlọ́pàá sọ pé ó ní ni, right? Now, this same ọlọ́pàá, wọ́n ti charge àwọn méjì sí court based on that. So as far as they are concerned, investigation wọn ti dé ibi kan tó jẹ́ gbòógì. So báwo kí ló wá now. Ṣùgbọ́n bàbá sọ wípé no èmi ò gbàgbọ́ pé nǹkan tí wọ́n ṣe autopsy wọ́n ló wà ní conclusive bàbá ṣùgbọ́n gbogbo àwọn ẹ̀rí in terms of what the verbal what they said, what they gave the account of the event that happened according to you, everything is pointing to Nos and this other guy, Tubaja. Now, Lagos State government is concerned. What you share everything, go to around one. So again, tell me, Mohbad ṣe tí lè bẹ́ẹ̀ Mohbad.
Kọ́ death certificate ń gbà yẹn náà. Ṣé báwo ló máa kọ death certificate? It is their prerogative to write the death certificate. Let them issue the death certificate. Gurxey, hold on. It is not, you don't have to answer this question in a very aggressive way. If the government have done, they've charged, they've done this, it is still their prerogative to say write the death certificate. Let them issue the death certificate based on loss and spending. Before anybody can see dead body, they have to get a court order from the government. Let the government write the certificate in that regard.
Hold on.
So you can feel like that.
Hold on. Hold on, Bayo.
Want to sue.
Now, to answer your question.
Let them write the certificate.
Bayo, hold on. It's not a matter of death certificate. Let me tell you this. The noise is to water down the investigation and the case. Because what they are in charge of
don't go that far. Don't go that far.
Hold on.
Accessories to more than not charging.
Hold on.
Our grammar is important. You save this grammar.
Hold on. Relax. Only got you on shit. I have my personal things I'm doing. Just keep going on. Now, they are charging them for negligence, which which is not even the basis of this investigation. We want to know what crime of that. You are bringing negligence. 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 So there are a lot of things. If you don't understand, it is better to ask questions and liberalize your mind. Be flexible and open your mind while teaching the truth.
And I didn't get justice for Mohbad last minute. They belongs anywhere. What I'm asking, it is a question. I put it to you. Burial of Mohbad, unless you are telling me what you feel body, because all of these things you are talking about, madam, you can't. No. Sherry, the only reason why I maintain murder scene after investigation, after madam. Once you let the government write the death certificate. Once you have collected all the evidence you need, my clear sin. The dead will be buried and they will continue their investigation. Actually, nail whoever you want to nail. Actually, move and never move for order. Hold on. All the argument is that the verdict is there. That is the argument. Now, anybody that is under corona is untouchable. Corona is cannot be touched. Yes. Chief Corona, let us take one of the lawyers that said the body. No, one of the outcome of the corona, one of the lawyers was being interviewed. I don't know who's like, say the body can be buried. The corona is not about the body. It's about how was this investigation handled in the first instance. Okay, now let me ask you this question, Esma. At this point, who does the body belong to?
English, please. Dolly P. Dolly P. This is an English platform, please. Thank you.
Don't mind. I'm so sorry. I sorry. Okay. What I was saying is the reason I came up, and I'm going to shut up after this, right? The reason I came up was because IT guy said, what is delaying the burying of Mohbad? And I heard, death certificate. I was like, death certificate. Nobody said death certificate. No. Again, you've cleared the pay. It's not death certificate. That's, I got it wrong. So English, ma. Sorry, this is where you have a Yoruba person. I'm so sorry. What I was trying to say is, I wanted to get to the bottom of why the Mohbad cannot be buried. Because as far as I know, the Lagos state government has done their autopsy, Baba has done their autopsy. As far as I'm concerned, and as far as I know, that's why I came up that, maybe Nigeria, you still do that. You've already collected all the evidence. You can continue prosecution. You can continue every other thing because you've gathered your evidence. The body being buried will not. Let me then you sort of, and I promise I'm not. In fact, you can drop me after this. You can collect. You've collected all the evidence. Now you take the evidence to the lab. So in Mohbad's house now, they've left the place. That's where the incident happened. They've gone up because they've collected, as far as they're concerned, they've collected all the evidence. Once you've collected all the evidence, now do your investigation. Charge anybody they might find guilty, whoever it is, charge them to go. It does not stop Mohbad being buried. That's what I wanted to clarify. And I only went to
you don't clarify. Madam, please, you don't clarify things like this. Aristocrat, Joe. Aristocrat, let me quickly just... Okay, do you want to answer her or what? Aristocrat.
I'm going to say, we need to get some things clear. Number one, Corona inquest is not a persecuting court. It's just an inquest. And they are finding out some questions which they are set out to. Now, do they need the body of the deceased? Yes. But once they don't have the need again, the parties involved can sort the Corona to say why Corona is going on and say we want to go and bury our dead person. If the Corona says, okay, all parties that are doing investigation, do you still need this body for anything? If they don't, the Corona can say go and bury it as long as they don't need the body.
Thank you.
Because what the body for is to take all the samples. Now, you don't need the body to investigate again because you only need to take the sampling, do the autopsy, toxicology, and all the rest. You don't need the body again. Now, you can now decide, but nobody, currently, the body is with the government. when you remember there was a time at the inquest when the magistrate said that if you want to bury, they should go and agree, the family go and conclude. Yes. When they agree, they will now come to the magistrate that magistrate, we've agreed summary of burial. Magistrate will then say, yes, do we need it for any other thing? Nothing else. Carry your money. Summary of burial. Also, Also, after the inquest, government will issue a death certificate because the inquest is supposed to find out what killed him. When you get a death certificate, you must write here, bold, this cause from this person. If it is cardiac arrest, if it is that, they will agree. But the inquest now, nobody can give any death certificate now because the inquest has not concluded. Except the inquest does say that we have carried out the test, that is finished. But death certificate, they can give them something to go and bury him. But it is the inquest, after the conclusion of the inquest, that they will give a death certificate. Because that is the conclusion of the matter, and they will now write what killed the person. But that process does not stop police further investigation or stop the trial court. Trial court don't need that body again. All they need is picture, and everything they've carried out. So the ball is still in the court of the family. If they want to bury Mohbad today, since everybody have satisfied themselves, government have done their test, family have done their test, what the feelers we are getting is inconclusive. If they sought relief from the magistrate, if the magistrate allows it, they bury it. If they don't, they keep it there. But nobody should say, if you bury Mohbad today, you will not get justice. Burying the body does not stop justice. It is the evidence available that we take into the trial court that we grant it. Thank you.
Understand that, man.
My concern is Gurxey. Where is Gurxey? Gurxey just dropped.
Dano. Wahala. Another wahala.
As passion as Simboji, Ojeki division one, justice for Mohbad is bad. It's bad. People's opinion, people's belief. It's very bad. We used to be better than this in the past, where everybody would bring ideas, would weigh it, analyze it. Well, it's been different since for a while, and it's really
sorry,
bad.
I just want to say thank you, Mr. Aristocrat. What you just said is what I was trying to do. I just started with those leading questions because
You shouldn't have.
Yes. No. To clarify things, that's it. It is the nature of the people I am around, the nature of my job. You don't just go things directly.
Yes.
The same thing is that what I say. This is why I'm like, there's nothing automatic that will go evidence. Just like Mr. Arisuka said, if you have collected all the samples, you've taken everything, there shouldn't be anything. God bless you. Thank you.
This is the only.
Aristocrat,
This is
call me. Bless her.
Calling
me Aristocrat.
Who didn't die. This is the only time we're having support base for people who didn't die, who is still alive, to prevent us finding what bite someone. This is ridiculous. Tag team, Bayo Billions is supporting Baba Mohbad against getting justice for Mohbad. And the other people in Wumi's camp are supporting Wumi so that she will not be culpable. It's ridiculous. Bayo Billions, you should be ashamed of yourself that you even also made statement like this. This is ridiculous that you're even making that kind of a statement. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Mr. Insider Backup, you're giving people too much power. TikTok is just one tip of the iceberg. I'm sure the reality is happening in court. The reality is happening with the DPP, the Corona inquest, blah, blah, blah. Those are the people that can help. The government, they're the people that can help. I don't think...
No, it is Bayo Billions.
I don't think it's anybody here. I don't
No, it's Bayo Billions.
Mr. Bayo,
It's Bayo Billions now.
Are you serious?
justice. Èmi ni mo sọ fọ́lọ́pàá kó má ṣe fún forensics. Èmi mo sọ fọ́lọ́pàá pé kó má come house Mohbad. Mọ̀ pé tẹ bá àwọn àgbà òfò. Báwọn àgbà òfò ṣe máa ń ṣe nìyẹn. Àwọn tí orí wọn ti gbálẹ̀.
English, please. English, please.
Àwọn tó ní wọ́n ti dàrú.
Don't abuse him.
Did you not insult me?
Let's keep it civil.
When he was talking about that, did you tell him to keep it civil? That's how I go for 25 years in journalism.
You all should be ashamed of
you. You should be ashamed of yourself. It's all about God. You're a non-entity.
Vengeance.
You are a non-entity. You should be ashamed of yourself.
All you do is
you should be ashamed of yourself. It's all about God.
You are unreasonable. You are unreasonable. You're unreasonable.
You should be ashamed of yourself. You're unreasonable. You're kind of reasonable by God. I always listen to your jargons. I always listen to your jargons. What you speak is honesty.
Mr. Vengeance, he was mad. He was mad because he was on Baba's platform.
Who blocked me on Baba's platform? Who has been linking me?
Did you not post that?
Did I do that? What?
Yes or no?
Did I post what on Baba's platform?
You said you were blocked on Baba's platform. You were mad because you were blocked on Baba's platform.
Me blocked on Baba's platform.
Did you post it yes or no on your platform? I have a screenshot. Somebody sent it to me.
That I was blocked on Baba's platform. Was I ever in Baba's platform in any way?
Did you post it yes or no? Did you post it yes or no? That you were blocked on Baba's platform?
That what? Have I ever been in your group? Have I ever been your don't even need to injustice? Have you ever seen in any of your
who are not needed? Who are you?
Cannot be
monetization.
I'm telling you.
No,
we don't need people like you.
Monetization.
Consequential.
You posted it. They blocked my Baba's platform.
We don't need you.
Say who. Did you post it yes or no? That you posted it on your page that you were blocked on Baba's platform. Did you post it yes or no?
We blocked Baba. Was I ever in Baba's platform before? I was never in Baba's platform.
Did you post it yes or no?
I've never posted anything concerning Baba's platform. What do I have to do with Baba's platform? Have I ever been among your groups?
Were you blocked on TikTok platform? Were you blocked on Baba's TikTok platform? Yes or no?
For what? I don't even notice. Was I ever there? I don't even notice whether you blocked me or I blocked you. I never blocked anybody on Baba's platform.
So
and I was never there in the first place.
If I show you the screenshot where you complained that the idiot, you said
please post it. Please post it.
You said Baba's people blocked me on their platform.
I will help you repost it. Go and post it. I will help you and repost it.
Go and sit down, Joe.
And anyway, it could be near
25 years for 25 years in journalism.
Just make it. Go and post it.
I don't post it,
I need my bear repost. I will help you repost. Go and post it.
Okay.
Go and post it. Post it on your
platform.
Can you take control, please? We don't need these toxic people. Can you take control, please?
Bayo Billions, go and post it on your page. I will help you repost it. If that is true, you are just making noise about supporting a father who is dodging and hiding justice for Mohbad.
Can you shut up your mouth, please? Can you shut up? Shut up.
You are all part of the conspiracy. You are all part of the conspiracy preventing Mohbad from getting justice and promoting injustice, helping the father to cover up. A man who saw blood in his son's house and went ahead to bury him within 24 hours. And you call that one a man who is looking for justice. Is that to look for justice? Is that to look for justice that you don't have shame? Oh, you've gone. They're always afraid of the truth. You don't have shame. You all don't have shame. You are supporting a father who the sign of mother in the house. He saw the sign that he was murdered in the house. You all saw it. He saw it, and he claimed he's looking for justice for the son. He's hiding the fact that he wants someone to fall for it and also hide someone who is close to him. The injustice is within the family. The junior brother of the deceased is in the same house, and the father has never taken that boy to the police station for questioning, to tell the public what happened to Mohbad that night. He never did, and you said you are supporting the father. That they come for Baba, you come for who? What manner of people are you people? You have no shame, and you still have the temerity to sleep at night and wake up and still speak rubbish every now and then, defending a man who is hiding justice for his son. He's not fighting for him. It is obvious. Today, Gurxey and the rest, Vengeance and Bayo can never tell us where the toxicology test was done. None of them. And before then, Baba Mohbad was all over the place talking about the toxicology of the Lagos state government. But he never for once mentioned where the toxicology and autopsy was done with valid information for us to look at and evaluate. And they go about telling us this man is seeking for justice for his son. And they go to all sorts of platforms to cause chaos so that we'll not be able to get, and they are wasting time, wasting money. The phone forensic is there. Ordinary phone theft in police station, you will get full forensic for the phone. It will be done within 24 hours. Just 50,000 naira. Just 50,000 naira. Your phone, if you lose your phone or anybody stole your phone, it will be, you will see all the details, the cause and everything, the call log of everything on the phone. You will get everything through the and you who attend us, you have a son for more than 2 years, up to 2 years now. The son is yet to approach the court to force the police to do a phone forensic, or you yourself get a court subpoena. You get a court subpoena to get the details of the phone forensic of the 15 people in the house. But Baba Mohbad will cry to the station, to TV station, to tell them that he's looking for justice. They should help him tell the people to help him look for phone forensic. Why you have a son that you paid over 20 million retainership for? 20 million for his son. And there's no job his son has ever done on this case that looks like anything that will get us to the promised land. And you all go to all platforms, you will be telling stories and lies all over the place to cover up for Baba Mohbad's inadequacy. This is enough. Bayo Billions, I know when I came up, I know Gurxey, Bayo Billions and Vengeance, I know you will all run away. I know that. The secret is right there open in the public that you have a son who cannot make a filing or to get a subpoena from the court, either the corona court or ordinary court, to get a subpoena to mandate the Lagos State Police force to do a phone forensic for just all the 15 people that were in Mohbad's house. You've been on this for 2 years and you have no headway through, and you call yourself critical thinkers. Is that how to think? Is that how to think? You call yourself critical thinkers, and you are still sitting on tangible evidence that could help Mohbad get justice, and you are messing everything up. You are wasting our time, wasting the time of everybody. The corona court and everything is just a charge to waste the time of everybody. And you are steamrolling it, helping Baba Mohbad to steamroll it so that we waste all the evidence that's available for Mohbad to get justice.
Insider, Insider, why do you think Baba does this? Why do you think Baba is not pushing his son? Because when you pay for somebody, I mean, he's the one that paid from the whatever. He's the one that has the son. If you have a lawyer and you really want justice, what do you think is stopping him from saying, I paid you, I pay your salary, I pay your wage, I paid for this, go and get it?
See, you know, the lawyer Dumosu once told everybody
on this platform that he signed a document, he prepared a document to get court subpoena, all the processes for Baba Mohbad to sign. He refused to get a phone forensic done. He refused. Instead, Gurxey, this same guy, I came up because of Gurxey, but the moment he saw me up, he ran away. Instead of Gurxey and the rest to sign those documents and tell Baba to sign it so that we can get this thing done within 2 or 3 months, what they did was to hire a phone hacker. Gurxey said that with his mouth. They were looking for hackers to hack phone. When you have a legitimate, the legal process to get these things done on a platter of gold for you. So it is just a ploy. All these things you see them do, it is just a ploy. In fact, if you see anybody around Baba Mohbad telling you is for Baba Mohbad, is this and that, he is also part of the whole scheme to derail justice for Mohbad. To effectively derail justice for Mohbad.
Do you think money is an incentive, or money is do you think because money is involved, it's derailing?
The day Baba Mohbad buried Mohbad that first time, that day he buried justice for Mohbad. That day he buried Mohbad. He buried justice for Mohbad. It is obvious that Baba Mohbad, you ran away. You are just also to come to this neighbor. You ran away. If you come here, you only insult. You can't engage. You can't engage intellectually. That is the problem. You can't engage intellectually. You know me. Please bring him on. He can't engage intellectually. That's my problem with him. If he can engage without
Insider, I actually come up for different things because I have said this earlier when Gurxey was saying he was not aware of any recording. That would be on that part. I'm sorry for dragging you guys back because I don't know if Gurxey is saying he's not aware of any recording and he's saying he's going to play a recording to Baba after the conversation. He said he's going to play it to Baba. If he didn't hear it, maybe he's trying to deny this. I will play it again so everybody can hear. He's not aware of what recording. Can you hear that? Can we all hear that now? So how is he not aware of any recording? Either from Lagata or from himself. How is he not aware of any recording?
Lunat, my question is that did Gurxey know about the three-way? Did he know about the lady on the call? That's the first.
Thousand. Doesn't matter if he knows about the three-way. No, hold on. For him to say he's going to play it later to Baba, that means either he himself is recording or he's waiting for Lagata to give him the recording or someone else to give him it. It's either that we don't. So there's no way we don't have any recording Somebody should not come here and come and be lying.
No, we don't know. Yeah, about him. But what I'm saying that the recording, you can see that it was recorded through by Lagata side because his voice was more louder than Gurxey.
Yes.
So
Then can we now say that Gurxey is expecting Lagata to send that audio recording to him?
Okay. Then that's the question. We should just ask him. We should not say he know or he doesn't know. Let's ask him. Do you expect Lagata to send you that audio and the recording to you?
He came up on the platform. I even asked him on the comment section that you can't say you are not aware. He said he have explained it to the people on the panel.
Okay. My question now to Gurxey is that Gurxey, were you waiting for Lagata to send you this recording that he is recording with the lady? The lady is recording because Lagata said the lady was recording. It was not him. So did Gurxey knew that the lady was recording? So after recording, they will send it to him to play it to Baba. Oh, he was also recording with his own device, with his own phone. That was what he wanted to play to Baba. So this is the two questions to Gurxey. He should come and clear it. Did he know? Because Lagata said he did not record it. It means the lady recorded it even without Lagata. It's not possible that the lady will record it without Lagata knowledge.
And also, see, we can't be on one side that maybe Gurxey know about recording or not. Lagata also came up to say he wasn't the one that recorded this audio. Then who recorded it if your voice is that loud in that audio?
This is my question now. He said the lady that he was on the call with, there were three.
Was the lady on the call with them, or the lady is with Lagata?
That's my question again. Exactly.
So definitely, either way, Lagata's voice was the loudest, and that means the recording was coming from his side.
Thank you. Yes.
Thunder Fire, good morning.
Your network is bad.
So, Lagata said, and I quote, Gurxey said,
the fact in that.
Lona, what do you say?
The fact in that record suggests that Baba Mohbad was being assaulted, and the person in the center of it all was Gurxey. And there have been information going around before this recording, that Gurxey has been assaulting Baba Mohbad for a very long time. Ayaminka said so. People told the public that she was lying, that there was nothing truthful in it. And so we have this recording. Now, what we should bother about is, why did Lagata kept this recording for this long? And then, because we could say categorically it was part of the team, and so it is because of their fallout. That's why he's trying to expose them. And that does not exonerate him from wrongdoing. Whether he was the one that recorded it, or he had someone that recorded it, or whatever the case may be, this has been their modus operandi. They have always been recording themselves. Remember, Baba Mohbad himself recorded Wunmi when Wunmi called him. And I know as of that period, Baba Mohbad do not have that technological instinct to be able to record. And so it could have been people around him that give him that concept. So it has always been recording each other and keeping tracks of information. But why is there the need for justice for Mohbad? What is the need of these recordings and all this distraction? For goodness sake, we are looking for justice for Mohbad. We are not looking for recordings and informations that does not pertain to the main issue. But what we can deduce that is significant there is that, why is Gurxey molesting Baba Mohbad? And why is he confident about it? Because he was very, very confident about him molesting Baba Mohbad. One, that he will beat him in the presence of his son. He stated that in that this, and I came up because of him. Forget I'm not for Baba Mohbad. That means that man is in a serious mess. Baba Mohbad is in a serious mess, and a man below me, I don't want to honor him by giving him a name. Well, he's also part and parcel of the people controlling Baba Mohbad. And for what cause and for what reason? I don't know. I came because I didn't mention your name. Engage me.
Your time now.
The reason I know these are your men and women. I came because of you. You can engage me now. You said some people ran away, and people that are bigger than you have never run away from them.
Can you calm down? We're not here to fight, please.
No, I'm not here to fight anybody. That's my fault. I came because of this other background. This guy below me, I'm not here for you. Don't belong to trying to control narratives. And I want to wonder why I'm not here for you. It's not about God, I'm here for you. I wonder why it is important. So let me call you directly now, Vengers. Why are you people controlling Baba Mohbad? What is the gain for it to achieve justice for Mohbad? Why are these monsters, your fellow monsters, why surrounding Baba Mohbad, and one of them is the executioner who beats him every now and then to control him? Why is this so? Maybe you can give us a very valuable answer to this, or give us an insight why you have to beat him up, molest him before you can get him to do justice for Mohbad. Thank you. Can you explain to us? Thank you, Amoko. Thank you very much. Firstly, to the whole status, give me a free time to express myself. I hope you all here when this insider by call referred to me as a monster, and none of you who actually chastise her or him. You allowed him to use such offensive words for me, and then you are cool with it. Now back to your question. Insider by call.
Sorry, Vengeance, hold on. Insider, please, address him as a person.
Monster, please. So let me give you the
I'm actually wait, hold on. You can engage. Vengeance, hold on.
Vengeance. If that came as an insult to you, it is not right out of place for me to use such words, because we have Gurxey on record that has been molesting another individual, and that is a monster. And if you are around for me, classify you in the same.
Can you stop fighting, please? Relax.
You cannot call me a monster. I'll call you
just go straight to the
calm down, please. You can engage. You monster inside your backup non-entity. Oh, yeah, go on.
I'm not your now that you have gotten the right information, do you understand?
Let's come back.